two, 1 2.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you loud and clear. I'm about to fix the layout real quick. Going on. Yeah. Join
You said
lounge
something?
channel. Yeah, I hear you.
Huh?
Huh?
Hold on. That's the only body, unless you see dude Shy for the building for Shy. Well, shit, he know you. Yeah. Damn, fucking chairs fucking up. Oh man. Alright, I just gotta get that bitch in that hole. I'm over here trying to fix my chair. My damn chair.
Shit fucked up.
Yeah. I just gotta get to screw this shit back in and it'll be alright. So what's up?
Yeah, can't complain, man. Can't complain. Same old. Grateful to be here.
Alright.
Grateful to be here, man.
Same here.
Well, I gotta say Lincoln bio. What was it say? Lincoln comments. Lincoln comment. Excuse me. Lincoln comment section.
Yeah, let's see what this is right now. Oh, dang, it's falling out. It's hard to get this in this hole. Let's see, yeah. I don't know, once you get it in place, it'll lock in. Well, go ahead, Lou. I'm still here.
Nah, no, I was trying to fix something up.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix this shit here.
See how I got it looking now?
Yeah.
Got that shit moving.
Oh, we got the bar at the bottom now. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, man, we here, man. You know, pretty dope New York. You know what I'm saying? Late hour talks. Late hour talks, man. We was talking about Biden, man. We're talking about Biden. Biden. Joe Biden.
Biden, huh?
Yeah, you know another dude got that dude that got
Oh,
burned.
yeah. Oh, yeah, got it. Oh, got it, Lou. Oh, yeah. I finally got it. Damn, I'm trying to work on this computer, too. This over here is acting up. Trying to redo my computer over.
Shit acting up, huh?
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, shit is good with you though, man.
Chilling. Get ready, you know, we got the New Year's coming in. Get ready for that.
Yep, that's
You know. Yeah, I can't press the button. Yeah, I wanna looking at trying to see if I can get a new computer for the studio. You know. If I can get this working, I'll just use this one for the time being. But I need a new one so I can like get a lot of new software that I got running. I can't. It's a lot of shit that I got and I can't use it because, you know, the computer that I was using I just let it get old so fast. Time went fast. I had it for a while since 2013. So I had it for a while, man. You know,
Yeah,
I had
man.
it for a while.
Did you a lot of work. You did a lot of work on that.
Yeah.
Got a lot of work done on that joint. Yeah, let me see.
So
Yeah,
now
man.
it's time to get another one, man. You know, but the newer ones, they much more expensive, man. They like twice as expensive to get a newer Mac. And then the one that they came out with, that one is going obsolete. So that's kind of crazy spending like $1,400 on something. You might get like 5 years, if that. You know what I'm saying?
5 years, 5 years the most.
And then, yeah, and then they stop, supporting it, and it ain't cool, man.
Nah, I understand. Word.
So I was looking at some of the newer Macs that they're coming out with. I was thinking about jumping on one of those, man. You
Oh
know,
yeah, yeah. Shit, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
the screen went off. Oh, the damn screen went off over here.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get this computer going over here so I can at least have some kind of news. I was looking at something on X just a little while ago, and they was talking about the guy that got killed in the jail.
Yeah,
They had like a protest for him, man. You know,
where they had a
They
protest at.
it seems like it was in the city. It was in the
Oh,
city.
okay.
Yeah, it
Man,
was a big
I
march. I
know, I
wanted to
know,
play it because
I know,
it was on X.
I know his
I
family's
got-
going through it.
Yeah, man. It
They say
is,
he was
man.
in there for stabbing his girlfriend up, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's what he was in for, man. I mean, his crime was kind of sad, messed up too, man. So,
Yeah, that shit's sad, man. All around the board, man. All
uh,
around the board, bro. Word up. But yeah, man. For the most part, everything good, man. Just grateful to be here another day, you know.
I
Get back
feel
to
you.
work tomorrow until, I guess, until Tuesday, because Wednesday is the first, right?
Yeah, yeah. I go back on Thursday.
Yeah, that's when I go back to. I go tomorrow, Tuesday. I go back Thursday, and I work Friday. But I probably got to work Saturday, but I don't know. I want to know till Friday. Word. I probably don't. Probably don't even work Saturday.
All right. Yeah, that's it right there. You hear it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Look like my computer's getting somewhere now. Now look like this is getting somewhere over here. Yeah, I was going through it just a minute ago. I had to redo it again. I think I did something when I hit the screen. I had bumped into the screen and moved it up. All right, something is happening over here. I want to start this one over, see if I can just get more power, man. Cause I don't have any. It's just crazy. All
Yeah.
right, I'm starting over here. They're asking for the language. Put English. All right,
What's
man. What
going
you
on?
got to talk about today, man?
Yeah, man. You know, Let's talk about dude that got set on fire.
All right.
Let me talk about that. Let me play the video.
A man remains in critical condition after he suffered serious burns at Penn Station. FDNY responded to a call of a person on fire in a passageway at about 8 last night. First responders examined a blanket with a burn hole at the scene. The man had burns on his legs and upper body, though it is unclear how it happened. The NYPD, MTA, and New York State Police are now trying to determine if any criminality was involved. A man remains in critical condition after he suffered serious burns at Penn Station. FDNY responded to a call of a person on fire in a passageway at about 8 last night. First responders examined a blanket with a burn hole at the scene. The man had burns on his legs and upper body, though it is unclear how it happened. The NYPD, MTA, and New York State Police are now trying to determine if any criminality was involved. A man remains in critical condition after he...
Yeah, they haven't found the guy who did it, man.
Yeah, they don't
They
even
don't
know
know.
what happened.
Nah, man.
They
Like,
don't, they
remember what
trying
we
to figure,
was?
they trying to figure out if it was any criminality that took place of how dude got on fire and all that. You know what I mean?
Well, it's the same story that we were saying before, man. It's like an attack on these homeless, man. You know, they going hard against the homeless right now, man. You know, they beating them up, burning them now, and it's just it's attack against the homeless, man.
Yeah, but we don't even know if that lady was homeless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they don't even
Nah, yeah,
they don't
they
even.
said she was homeless. The lady that got burnt, they said she was homeless.
So they got the identity of who the lady was. They know who she was.
No, nah, they don't know who she
So how you
was,
know she
but
was homeless?
because she was on the train, they said she was on the train. She was homeless.
Nah, man, that's some bullshit. They just throwing out shit. Because I could see if they knew the lady identity, then it would, they could come to a conclusion that she was homeless because, they probably did they backtrack and shit and see that, she was homeless. But if you don't know a person identity, it's like, and then you don't even know who they are, period. Like you never seen them before. You don't have no pictures, no video of them. They probably got video of her getting on the train, but it's not privy to the public. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
that's what they were saying. She was homeless, man. And then I was seeing this other teen pleads guilty to trying to drown a black boy as pal mocked victim, calling him George Floyd because he couldn't breathe. Yo,
Damn.
yeah, this is crazy. Little
See?
white dude, yeah, white
White
kid,
kid.
yeah,
Damn, man. You know, the race wars and shit, that's going forever. I don't want to say forever, but it been going on. It's still going on. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
man, sad, man. But
Back
young
then when it
kid
was
lost
going
his life.
on, I would say it was a lot worse back then than it is now. Um, Now you just have like social media, so any kind of shit like that gets out, people all around the world get to see that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? They get to see that shit and give their opinions and spread a narrative on it as well. You know what I mean? Back then was none of that. It was just fucked up people doing fucked up things to people of color just because of the color of their skin. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Well, but you
Niggas
know,
couldn't even sit in
it's
front of the
getting
bus.
worse, man. You know, people they're using that as
Yeah,
now
it's
as a
getting worse.
it's
It's
just
getting
gotten
worse
worse,
than it
man.
was a couple of years ago. You know what
You
I'm
know,
saying?
it's gotten worse, man. It's
Shit.
gotten very much worse because a lot of these people today, man, are just don't give a fuck about us, man. They don't care about us, man. You
But
know,
when
they
did
don't written us
they
off,
ever
man.
care, bro? When did they
You
ever
know,
care?
we had a little bit more cared about our life and shit. Now,
It's, what you mean? If you had a little bit
like,
then, you still have a little bit now.
hmm,
It's worse. It's getting worse. Worse. It's getting worse of what we seen. But the shit we didn't see was worse than what it is worse than what it is now. You know what I'm saying? Slavery and all that shit from the 1600s up until the goddamn early 1900s. It was
hmm.
way worse than it is now. You know what I'm saying? It was way worse than it is now because people didn't have rights. Black people didn't have rights. Like now, black
Lou, it's
people have
bad
some kind
now.
of right.
Lou, it's still bad now, man. You
It
know, you
definitely
have
is
to.
still bad. It's definitely bad still.
All right.
Well, definitely. But niggas ain't picking cotton. Unless
Lou,
you in jail.
we are picking cotton, Lou. We still doing the same type of labor. We're working and we go home, we don't
That
and
was
we
free
have
labor,
nothing.
brother.
It's
You work
still
for
free
free?
labor now. It's
You work
shit.
for
I'm not
free?
making it's practically free. Back then they didn't work practically. They had got food, they got
Nah,
something.
it's not
But
practically free. It's either you making
now we
something or you're
ain't
making
getting
nothing.
nothing. We ain't making nothing.
It's either free is not practically. It's you're making something or you're not making nothing.
We're not making
If you're
enough, man.
making
We gotta pay bills and
all right,
we're not
but
making nothing,
you
man.
don't work for free. See, back
We
then
ain't making nothing,
they
man.
work they work just to eat
Lou, you
food,
can't.
to
I
get a
know
live,
about slavery, Lou.
get a
I mean,
scrap.
but we, we know that,
Yeah, so
you
it's not
know.
the same, man. It's not the
And you
same.
know, it says right here, statistics says black woman in U.S. is murdered 6 times more often than white woman between 1999 and 2000. All right,
What, 2 years? I mean 1 year?
it doesn't matter, Lou. It's happening, Lou. We are
You said
being
you said
slaughtered.
statistics 1999 to 2000.
That's just using that 1 year, that one
Yeah, that's
year
definitely
statistic.
that's 26 years ago.
So what you think it's gotten better?
Oh, I don't
You
know.
think
I don't know.
I feel it hasn't. I feel it's not getting better.
I don't think it's got better. I actually think it's gonna get worse than it is now. You know what I'm saying?
We're not getting our health on point. We don't work. We got the worst health care. We have the worst foods in our neighborhood. And a lot of places has food deserts. We're being redlined and priced. Not even redlined. We're being priced out, man. We can't even afford a lot of places to live in these days. It's not like they sitting here calling you nigga and some people getting lynched. They just economically canceling us out, and you got to pay attention to that. You can't just look at the few people that's gotten ahead and thinking that's how everyone could have been. There's
Why
reasons
not?
why.
Why everybody can't? Why every
Well,
black person can't? Why they
I
can't
wish
get
I could
ahead?
tell you that answer, man. There's a lot of reasons why a lot of people don't get ahead, but it is one of the reasons is it's very difficult to just afford things, to just get money like that, man. Everybody is
I
not
feel
wealthy, man.
I ain't even gonna say
You
I
know,
feel because this is a statistically fact, bro, that no matter the color of your skin, we have the same opportunities as these white people, bro. It's up to us to take it. It's up to us to do what we need to do to be in them situations. See, a lot of us don't do what we need to do to be in a better situation in our life. You know what I'm saying? We as black people, we
man,
gotta
they
hold
just
ourselves accountable. You know what I mean?
ever ever since Trump. I don't know if can't even blame Trump, man. It seems like when this Tea Party turned to MAGA, and it seems that party is just ridiculous, man. The people that's in that party, they're just crazy, man. They want to
Shit,
see
bro. You
people
gotta look at both
suffering,
sides
man.
though. Uh, I
You
don't, uh, I don't think they want to see people suffering, man. I think, you have some people, on both sides of the field. You know what I mean? That want to see people suffering, but not the whole party. Some people have certain agendas. You know what I mean? Like if like the
Who is it?
Republican
Some
Party,
people, man.
they're against.
The
They're against.
Republican Party.
Listen, look, the Republican Party um is against females participating in men's sport. You know what I'm saying? I
But
wouldn't look at
who's
that
not
as
against
they're
that?
wanting.
Who's not
That's
against
what I'm
that?
saying. I went. The Democratic Party is not against that. They want trans to play in men's sports. You know what I'm saying? So I see that as I don't look at that as they wanting to see them suffer. I look at that as yo, they sticking to the
So
code. You know what I
so
mean?
that woman that's fighting a man in that ring, you don't think somebody don't want to see this woman get her ass beat up by a man because that's what's going to happen?
There's
And that woman
absolutely
is going to
somebody out there
woman
that
going to
want
get
to
her.
see a woman get fucked
Come
up.
on, man.
There's
Woman going to
crazy
get
people
harder
out
than
there,
what she
bro.
was intended on getting harder, getting hit from another woman. Come
But
on, it's bad
see,
enough some of these women hitting hard as they hitting us now. Some of these women hit just as hard as some men. And you got a man. Come on, man. That's not right, bro.
it ain't
No.
right, man. That's why
But
the
you
Republican
can't.
Party is
So the.
against that. They're
But
against men. They're
I
against
don't
females
think
using
it's just the
men
Republican
using
Party.
females'
I think
bathrooms, bro.
sensible people, man.
They're, that's why I said you said the Republican Party. I'm saying some people in both parties,
I've never
not the
mentioned
whole
any party.
party.
You mentioned the Republican Party. I never mentioned the party at all.
Well, I'm saying the Republican Party because the Republican Party is the ones that's against, you know, um, is
I
against the
mentioned
shit
that.
that's going on, the negative shit that's going on in the country, like the LGBTQ stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I mentioned the Tea Party,
It's negative,
and
but you could do what you want to do.
I
You know what I
mentioned
mean?
the MAGA group, that jumped into the Tea Party.
The MAGA group
That's the
that
group.
jumped into the Tea Party.
Yeah.
What about them? The Tea
No,
Party.
the Tea Party. They kind of. I'm going to say the Tea Party converted to the MAGA group. That's what I meant to say. I'm sitting here I'm concentrating on this over here, and I'm got confused. Yeah,
You said the Tea Party.
the Tea, yeah, they became now this new MAGA group.
The Boston Tea Party became a new MAGA group.
You never heard not the Boston Tea Party from the 1700s. I'm talking about they had a group, a white national group called the Tea Party that was really big back in I think it was 2010, 2012, maybe a little bit past that, around that era.
Where they was at? New York City.
It was all over the country.
You
They
said it
converted,
happened in 2007.
yeah, somewhere around that time.
It happened in 2007. Was an American. Was an American. What the fuck is this?
It's a nationalist group, man.
Yeah, conservative political movement within the Republican Party that began in 2007. It's within the Republican Party. I mean, that
Yeah,
began in
but not
2000.
all the Republican Party was Tea Party members, bro. All right, they were radical, man. All right.
The movement expanded in response to the policies of Democratic President Barack Obama. So they expanded in response to the policies of Democrat President Obama.
Right.
It was a major factor in 2010 wave election in which
It was
Republicans
basically
gained
white
53
people that
House
just
seats.
didn't want to see black people in power, and they felt threatened that a black man was in power. All right, they felt threatened. They felt that they was losing power. They was losing power.
But
And
that's
the
your
whole
opinion on it.
what?
That's your
That's not my
opinion.
opinion. This is an actual fact. This is actual fact, Louis. Come on, aren't you researching it? This is
The
actual fact.
participants in the movement called for lower taxes and for a reduction
No,
of the national debt and federal budget deficit through decreased
no,
government
man.
spending. This is what they asked for. The
That's not
movement
what they was
supported small
asking. That's
government
not all the
principles
things they were supporting, man. Tea Party members was very radical, man.
and
They
opposed
were
the
radical.
Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, President Obama's signature health legislation. The
They was
Tea Party
against
movement has
everything
been
Obama
styled.
was doing, man. Every single legislation, they had a problem with it, bro. All right, come on, man. You don't know what undercover racism is? That's what it is. Against every policy, ain't nothing right you can do, but
What
just
was the
move on.
policies he was trying to push they was against?
What happened?
What was the policies they were against that he was pushing?
You just mentioned one of them, the
Yeah,
Healthcare Act,
the Obamacare,
because
the Affordable Care Act.
remember, Republicans was trying to go against it because they was trying to get people to believe that their insurance was going up. That was the whole problem. People thought their insurance rates was going to go up, and in all reality, they did. The insurance rate still went up.
You think Obamacare is good?
We don't got no choice. It's not like if it's like we have another choice that we can compare it to. I mean,
Now, I asked you if you think it was good.
for people that had pre-existing conditions, yeah, it was helpful for a person like them. But a person like me that doesn't have any pre-existing conditions, and I had to pay these premiums for platinum coverage and stuff like that, is you pay a lot, bro. Yeah, you pay over maybe $2,000 a year into health coverage
Well,
or
with
more.
Obamacare, these are some of the negative impacts that happen with Obamacare. Increased premiums for some individuals. Some individuals have experienced higher health insurance premiums under the ACA,
Yeah,
particularly
that's what I
those
just
who are
told you.
older or have pre-existing conditions. But Obamacare raised the prices for them kind of people. That's the
The
negative
prices
impact of it.
was even higher. See, you gotta listen to the people that's writing
Higher than what?
these stories. See,
And what store? I'm
look,
reading it straight from the source, brother.
what source
This
you
shit ain't
reading it
going.
from?
Yo, this is Google, man. It's not gonna lie to me, brother. It's Google.
Google misleading as well, man. You have to really search
Listen,
into it,
man.
man, because I'm trying to explain to you the health
This is
insurance
Google,
issue
brother.
was dealing with. They was getting mad of the fact that it was not the people that was really mad. It was the politicians and these health insurance people, man. They didn't want to. They wanted people with health insurance, right, that had pre-existing conditions to pay more, man. And Obama was trying to make the premiums go down, bro. He was trying to make the premiums go down for people with pre-existing conditions. He wanted
Now
them to
listen,
pay. He didn't want them
I
to
hear you,
pay.
brother. I hear
He
you,
didn't want
brother.
them to pay higher premium costs because of their pre-existing condition.
He didn't want them to pay higher premium costs, but some people had paid
Right.
it. They wound up paying it. They wound up paying it. Why did that happen? If it was so rock solid, if he didn't want people to pay higher
I don't
premiums,
think
why did they still pay?
everything that he was trying to pass didn't pass. A lot of it what he put in place, and then also when Trump got in office, he reversed some of the things that he passed. It's just some things that he just couldn't pass by himself. He couldn't reverse. But
Well,
there
he
were some
passed
of the things that he
Obamacare, right?
reversed. No,
Obamacare
he
got passed.
he
Obamacare
it
got passed.
got passed with provisions taken out. It got a lot of provisions taken out. It's not the
So
same
I guess
bill
that
that
was. So I
that
guess
Obama
that.
had started. This wasn't.
So I
It's not
guess
the
that
same
was.
bill.
I guess that was part of the negative impacts that Obamacare had towards older and pre-existing condition people that's older and have um, pre-existing conditions, because some of them premiums that they had got increased, bro.
Lou,
So Obama was
everybody's premium went up. It wasn't just them.
no,
Everyone's
but
premiums went up.
we're talking about Obamacare though.
Under
So
Obamacare,
Obamacare,
everyone's premiums went up, Lou.
everyone's premium went up. That's a bad thing.
But for the people with pre-existing conditions, they had more health care than what they had the year prior. All right. They had less payments that they had to pay out of pocket. You see, Obamacare was helping people with a lot of out of pocket costs. Whereas the healthcare industry, they wanted to charge people with pre-existing conditions higher premiums than what they would charge someone with no pre-existing condition. You understand that? Huh?
You said?
You listening? You following me? I said they wanted to charge, the health insurance companies wanted to charge more money for people with pre-existing conditions than what they would charge regular folks. And Obama felt that was unfair. These people are paying exorbitant fees, and now on top of that, they had out-of-pocket costs.
All right. So he felt that way. Did he fix that for everybody that had to pay out
He
of
tried.
pocket?
He did. With the Obamacare,
You can't say he did. He tried.
a lot of out of pocket costs was reduced. But what they did, they raised the premium. All right.
Obamacare.
No, the insurance company. You keep saying Obamacare, and you just not understand. Remember, they just killed the
Okay.
CEO because of insurance. It's not because of
All right.
presidential legislation.
Okay. So basically, the insurance company wasn't even rocking with the Obamacare.
Nah, it wasn't.
Yeah, he wasn't rocking with it. It wasn't rocking with it. And this is the
Because
reason
they
why.
had to spend more
Because
money,
the
man.
ACA,
Because listen.
because
Did
the
you hear?
ACA relies heavily on government subsidies to make health insurance affordable for low-income Americans, which has contributed to national debt.
Lou, these people are paying premiums, though, Lou. You understand? If you paying for something, don't you expect a service, right?
People pay for that shit and don't even go to the doctor twice a year like they're supposed to and get checked up.
All right, Lou, but that's not a cost that we talking about. Go and get the checkup. So that'll cost you about
Yeah,
$10. So that don't cost you that much. All right. I'm
you
talking
gotta go
about
get it checked
a
up to make
medical
sure everything's
condition.
going good.
But that's not what we're talking about, Blue. We're talking about a person that has medical bills. They have prior
Now we
conditions. They
talking
may
about
have
people that's
cancer.
paying.
They may
We
have
talking about
cancer.
people that's
Listen,
paying for the
look,
insurance.
so what do you think these people? They not paying?
That's why I said motherfuckers is paying and not even going.
Look, I'm saying people are paying and RN is going, but they're not getting covered.
Mm. I agree, man. It's both sides, man. We got positive. We had a positive to it, you know. I definitely think, you know, health insurance coverage in America, you know, the people in America should have access to it. You know what I'm saying? And you
Well,
know,
the reason why, because the corporate America, you know,
and
they
then as you
they they
said,
they got greedy, man.
and like you said, like they at the same time, you know, I'm with fighting for not raising the prices on people that got pre-existing conditions or people that or people that's older. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that. They fighting for that. But at the same time, like you said, the insurance companies was like, yo, we gotta charge this. You know what I mean? So some people were still getting hit under that, even though that's what, you know, that's what they was fighting for. You
Insurance
know what I'm
companies
saying?
was very underhanded, Lou. Not only that, when bills was being passed, insurance companies was paying off politicians. Remember, the
And
insurance pay the most. They pay a lot in political action committees, man. They spend a lot of money in that, man.
yeah, the Affordable Act Care has increased the number of insured Americans.
So
Yeah,
a lot of bills has not been passed in their favor because they rob man. You don't think politicians is getting paid, man?
yeah, they get paid, man.
So now you
Yeah,
got
they
to
get paid.
understand why things don't happen. This is why things don't happen. You look, they said in Canada, the healthcare is free.
Yeah, I wish we all
It
had
all
top
comes out
tier
of their
health care
taxes. It all
free.
comes out of their taxes. You know,
Yeah, man, that's fucked up, man. You know, I'm with you, man. I want, you know, that great top tier health care free for everybody, man. No matter where you at in the world. You know what I'm saying? But it don't work like that. We know that.
they don't want it to work like that, Lou. It's not like it don't. It is. You can't say it don't work like that. And some place else is doing it. There's another place on this world that's doing it. So it's
What
not like
place you say
it can't.
doing it?
It's in Canada. Canada is one of the places.
All right, let
They
me
got free
see.
healthcare.
Does Canada have free health care? Let me see right now. Yes, Canada has a universal health care system known as Medicare. This means that all eligible Canadian citizens and permanent residents have access to medically necessary hospital and physician services without paying out of pocket at the time of service. However, it is important to note that Medicare is administered by each province and territory, so coverage and services may vary. You know what I'm saying? They paying something. Some services, such as prescription, drug, dental care, and vision care, may not be fully covered by Medicare. Individuals may choose to purchase private health insurance to supplement their Medicare coverage. So, bro,
But
just
look,
because you
that's
hear
a
yes,
lot. Lou. You don't understand what that means. Lou, do you
they
know how
helping you
much
out
a
a lot.
surgery costs? Do you know how much
They helping
surgery
you out.
costs? Do you know how
They
much
helping you
you
out a
take
lot,
people every
bro.
day to
They helping you out a
chemotherapy?
lot.
They
They
paying
helping
for
you
that.
out a lot. They
All
helping
right
you out
then.
a lot. They
So
helping
what are
you
you
out a
talking
lot.
about? Right.
I'm talking about it's not free. Certain things is not
Lou,
free.
yeah, you gotta pay for medicine. Yeah, everybody
Certain
gotta buy
things
medicine.
are not
But
free.
Lou, we
Certain
talking
dental
about
appointments.
services. If you go to the hospital, Lou, you don't have to worry about getting a certain amount of care because you can't afford it. All right, it's not based
Certain
off of that.
certain dental care is not free. Certain vision care is not free.
Lou, all right, Lou. If you gotta have, it's health insurance. People have higher tiers of health insurance because they work, they have jobs. All right, they have
Absolutely.
jobs just like we do.
And that's my point.
But the
That's what I'm
average
trying to
person
say.
goes to the hospital, Lou. They don't have to worry about a bill when they leave. All right, you need
Absolutely. You
aftercare.
should.
Yeah, you may
You
have to
should.
pay for aftercare, but if
You
on
should.
an emergency situation, you don't have to worry about if you get in the ambulance or you got to take a cab.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Because you know them
So
ambulance gonna charge you.
come on, man. That's a
I'm
big
just
difference,
saying,
Lou.
man.
That saves you a lot of money, man. Which one you
It
rather to
definitely
pay
do.
for? A goddamn a
I'd
knee
rather pay
surgery
nothing.
or just pay
I'd
for the
rather pay
goddamn
nothing.
penicillin?
I'd rather pay nothing.
But if you had a course, if you had to pay for the knee surgery or pay for just for the penicillin ain't cheap. But how
I'm gonna
much
pay for it. I'm gonna
would
pay
you rather
for it. You
spend?
know,
The
I'm
knee
gonna go
surgery
for
might
what I need to
be
go
like
for.
15,000. Might be
Whatever.
25,000 for the knee surgery. The penicillin might
What's
cost you
cheaper?
$200-300 a month
$200-300 a month for how long?
until you heal. But that's cheaper than the 25,000 and plus the 15 the $500 or $200 $300 for the medicine every month. Come on.
Of course, you're gonna pay
What are
for
you?
the cheaper
All
shit.
right, man. Y'all don't know what you're
You're gonna
talking
pay for.
about. You're not making no sense right now.
No, I'm making sense. I'm making sense. I'm just not saying what you want to hear. I
It's
can't
not what
agree
I
with
wanted
you
to
every
hear.
time,
It's a
brother.
fact. It's
I
a
can't
fact, bro.
listen. I
Well
can't
then,
agree with you every time, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta
I'm
give you
not
some
saying
pushback.
that's disagreeable. I'm not saying anything disagreeable. You trying to disagree just for the sake of disagreeing?
No, I'm not. Basically, I agree with you, but I have to give you pushback because, like, we got to get into facts. So if we not getting into facts, you know what I'm saying? We ain't really talking about it. So I'm going into these
Everything I
facts.
done said it was fact, man. Everything I done
You
said to
said
you was a
health,
fact.
yeah. You said
Everything I done
healthcare.
said to you was a
You
fact.
said healthcare in Canada is free for everybody. Yes, it is free, but in the fine prints, some people may have to pay for certain services.
Yes, Lou, you talking
Now,
about
I
aftercare.
just
Well,
gave
we talking about emergency care, services that is
no,
necessary
we
for
not
life.
talking about emergency
Services now,
care.
look,
No,
this,
you're talking about emergency
yes,
care. You
we're
are.
talking
I'm
about
just talking
healthcare.
about.
Isn't that part of healthcare?
But you saying like we only talking
But
about
yes or
emergency
no,
care.
is emergency care part of healthcare? Yes or no?
Is aftercare part of healthcare?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so what are we talking about?
We're
We
talking
talking about
about when you
healthcare.
go to the hospital, you don't have to pay for service. I just explained this to you, Lou. I just explained to you the cost that you're not paying for. I just told you the amount of money that you're saving.
Okay, and listen, and I explained to you the things you are paying for. So what are we talking about?
That's nothing compared to the shit that you're saving, though. That's nothing, Lou.
No, it's all something. All money
Lou, Lou,
all money is
Lou,
something.
man. I'd rather
It's
their fucking
all
payments
something.
than what we got here than fucking it, Lou. I'd rather
I
that
would
shit they
want
got over there.
I would
All
want
right?
top
I'd
tier
rather
health
that shit.
care, no
You know, and if
payments.
I gotta pay to
No payment
go
for
get aftercare, you know what I'm
aftercare
saying?
or emergency.
I'll consider doing it or I'll figure it out on my own.
That's what I would rather for everybody in the world, no matter where you're at.
But
You know
Lou,
what I'm saying?
that's not feasible. All right. But people do need money. Doctors gotta get paid, they gotta get paid. So it has to be an
Absolutely,
initiative
man.
so people to make some money out of it too. All right. They can't
Yeah.
just continue throwing free money around. So there is some type of payments. Like if you want to get your titties enlarged, yeah, you got to pay for that. That shouldn't be something that the government should pay for. But if you need
They
a
shouldn't pay for
reduction
that.
because it's causing your health, causing your back to hurt, then the woman should have no problem paying. The government should have no problem paying for that. That's what we're talking about. These are life changing surgeries. All right, we're
Nah,
not
we just
talking
talking
about
about
you want to
healthcare,
get a
man.
gold tooth. We're not talking about a nigga want to get a gold tooth. We talking
We
about a
talking
nigga
about
that can't
healthcare,
eat.
brother.
He ain't got no tooth. All right, that's what we're talking about.
We talking about healthcare. You doing all the extra shit.
I'm telling you what is healthcare. You define it as going. You want to pay for. You don't want to pay for nothing. So that means if you want to get cosmetic surgery, you know that's what some dental cost is considered as cosmetic surgery. Long as your ass can chew food, niggas don't give a fuck about that rest of that shit. Everything else of that shit is considered cosmetic surgery. But if your eye come out, you need want to go to the doctor and shit so you can have some fucking eye surgery.
All right, listen. This is what healthcare is. High quality healthcare helps prevent diseases and improve quality of life. That's a part of health. That's the purpose of healthcare. You know what I'm saying? Now, healthcare is the improvement of health via the prevention, diagnosis, treatment, amelioration, or cure of disease, illness, injury, and other physical, mental impairments in people. Healthcare is delivered by health professionals in allied health fields. This is what healthcare is. So all those things are categories in healthcare. We got injuries, we got diseases, you know what I'm saying? Physical and mental impairment, you know what I'm saying? You might need a shrink. All these is part of healthcare. We're not just
And a
talking
lot
about
of
no
those
gold
things are
teeth.
covered in Canada. A lot of those things are covered.
It might
Mental
be
health.
like
They
you
have
said.
mental health facilities. We don't have
Listen,
these people that's on the street. A lot of them don't have mental health coverage like that.
yo, man, we don't know what these people on the streets got. You know
Yo,
what I'm
Lou, a
saying?
lot of them don't, man. A lot of them don't have mental health coverage, bro. They
How
don't
you
have
know
health
they
coverage. I
don't?
meant to say health coverage. Lou,
How did?
if they
How you
had
know they
health
don't?
coverage,
They could have
Lou,
just rent. They could have just
there is facilities for people. If you got health insurance, they got
yo,
facilities
bro.
for
The
people to go.
facilities is kicking people out, bro. They kicking people
Yo,
out.
Lou, no,
They
because
kicking people
they
out
not.
on the
That's a
street,
shelter.
bro.
Those are free
You
shelters. We're talking
you
about
think that these
places.
people on the street
Lou, can you listen? You just talking
don't
over
have
me. You're
health
not
coverage? Some
listening,
of these
Lou.
people have health
Lou, you're not
coverage.
listening. You gotta
I'm
listen, Lou. This is
listening.
not. You
I'm
just
not
talking
saying
over
what
me.
you want me to say.
I ain't
So
ask you. I just want you to listen. I just
you're
want you to
aggravated.
listen. I'm not
All
getting
right, talk your
aggravated.
shit.
It's just sounding real ignorant. What's talking over each other, and I don't
I'm
want to do
listening,
that.
man. I'm listening.
Look, everyone, all right, have mental illnesses doesn't mean that they don't have health insurance. All right, and there's people out there that has mental illnesses don't have health insurance. All right, and most people that have this mental illness that have health insurance are in a facility. And you know why? Because their health insurance is covering it. You understand?
I hear you.
That's what it
I
is,
hear
man.
you, man. I mean, you finished? I was waiting till you finished.
You talk, I mean,
All right, because you know, we don't like talking over each other. You said most people, right, that have mental what? You said most people that are not in mental facilities have health coverage.
What is this? Your whole purpose is just to fact check everything I say? That's what your whole purpose of the
Bro,
evening is to do?
nah, bro. I'm
I
just want to
telling
come with
you,
these facts.
I said, yeah, but you want to fact check me, but fact check yourself too.
I am. I'm giving you the facts. I'm not saying anything that's not a fact.
I haven't said anything that wasn't a fact as well. I told you that most people that have health insurance that with mental health with mental disabilities that have insurance, they are in a health facility.
All right.
But if if they don't have insurance or they don't have no type of coverage or they don't have access to coverage, they don't have no kind of counselor or someone to help them get through that process, they on the street by themselves, man.
I dig it. And I ain't saying you not wrong. And I'm not saying you right. I'm just saying that we talking. Now
I
listen.
know for actual fact, Lou.
Can I speak? Because you did speak. And we don't like talking over each other. That's some low kid shit. All right, listen. No, not everyone in a mental facility has medical coverage. Many people with mental illness don't have health insurance, just like you said. So nobody said you was wrong. And even those who do may not have a policy that covers mental health care. So some people that's in mental facilities, they don't have health insurance. You know what I'm saying?
They have some kind of
So
coverage, but listen to me, Lou. It's impossible for anyone to be in no mental facility and they don't have no coverage. That is just doesn't happen, Lou.
They not
have
in there.
coverage.
And this is what I'm
They
saying.
have
You
coverage. They have
The one-
coverage. They have some Medicaid. They have some kind of mostly Medicaid, and Medicaid they have one of the Medicaid coverages. They got the max on the Medicaid coverage. All right, because remember the Medicaid, and also they also be getting some kind of SSI disability. You know what I'm saying? So they have ways of paying for that.
Can I check myself into a mental hospital without insurance? Mental illness is common cause for individuals to seek treatment in a specific hospital that has the education, training, and treatment options for each individual. However, many of these patients don't have health insurance, and if they do, not every policy covers mental health care. If this applies to you, you might be thinking, can I check myself into a mental hospital without insurance? Therapy does not require a proper diagnosis. More significantly, you should never avoid obtaining critical mental health care because of lack of insurance coverage. If you don't have health insurance, there are several options for receiving the help you want without going broke. You got affordable therapy options without insurance. If you don't have coverage, or if your insurance won't cover the therapy you seek, you may be questioning how to pay for what might be an expensive session. The best part is that there are several services and resources given to make counseling and mental health care more affordable. Some alternative may even be free. Got online options, nonprofit options, employee assistance programs, you know what I'm saying? Course of therapies, you know what I mean? Risk of mental hospital without insurance, expensive going to a mental hospital without insurance could be detrimental. There's plenty of ways to get in there without insurance. It's like they can't be turning people down and shit and just kicking them out on the streets. But this is what I'm
Well, it
saying
happens,
also.
Lou. And it happens,
No,
Lou.
you're not
If
gonna let
what
me finish
happens,
though. You're not gonna let
Lou,
me
you've
finish.
been talking. I did let you talk. You just did
I didn't
talk. God
finish. I
damn.
didn't finish. I didn't finish.
Well, nigga, you wanna give a speech? Go ahead, man.
I want to finish.
This is not a conversation. This is not a conversation where you do all the talking.
Finish. I just want to
You
finish.
can talk by yourself too,
I
if that's
just
how
wanna
you want to
finish,
do
man.
it. Because
just
I don't
wanna
want to
finish
sit
what
here
I'm
just
talking about.
listening.
I
You
don't
doing
wanna
all
just
the
sit here and
talking.
listen either. Like I said,
Well, then
some
you gotta
people
be
on the
able to
streets as
gotta have
well.
patience. I
Like
know
I
what I'm
said,
talking
we
about. I
have to
got
have
family
patience
into
as
them
well,
places, man. I got
And some
family in them
people,
places, bro.
and some people
I
as
understand
well
what
on
I'm
the
saying, and I
streets
know
that
what
don't
they have
have
to go through,
medical
bro.
insurance, brother. And it's
All
people on
right,
the
and
streets
if
that
they
have
didn't
it
have
as well.
medical insurance, they wouldn't be in there. Simple as that.
Yes, they could be in there without it. And there's people on the streets
Because
that have
they
medical
got
insurance
counselors.
and
I
they
just
not
told you
gonna
about
need
the
it.
counselor is going to prepare them for the Medicaid. All right, they're going to have a counselor. Everyone that goes in there is going to get a counselor, and they're going to get a counselor that's going to help them get whatever they can get to help keep them in there. And a lot of times, these people don't get anything for certain
Yeah,
other reasons.
Medicaid. You're right. Medicaid, they pay for that shit too. But at the same time, you know, you might
Not
not
just
get it.
Medicaid. A lot of these places need for these people to have like Social Security disability. All right, a lot of them need that. All right, because that's a cost that comes that helps pay for a lot of their care. All right, a lot of people is not eligible. A lot of people don't get denied for that shit. It takes years for some people to get eligibility for that. All right, so a lot of people get kicked out of the system on that bullshit, Lou. This shit ain't like just set up for people to help people. That if it was that way, we wouldn't have all these people on the train. We wouldn't have a mental health person burning another mental health person. All right, you wouldn't have that.
Well, all the mental people need help, man. Insurance need to take care of that. It needs to be accessible for everybody. Word up. You ready for the next topic?
Yeah.
All right, next topic.
Good morning, ma'am. Please state your name.
Brianna Alvello.
22 years old, Brianna Alvello could spend the rest of her life behind bars. She's accused of making a pizza delivery turn violent.
State believes that this is a punishable by life offense. There should be no bond set, and it should not be set for a pretrial detention hearing.
Osceola County Sheriff's Office says on
Hey,
Sunday evening,
make the
someone
scream a
staying
little-
at the Rivera Motel in Kissimmee ordered pizza. Detectives claim Alvello delivered the pizza to the person, but she was not happy with her tip.
I do find that there is probable cause.
Investigators say Alvello came back to the motel room, this time with a man who had a gun. They say the two of them forced their way into the room, and then Alvello used a knife to stab the victim several times.
And I've never heard of nothing like that. I have 3 kids, but it's good to know because I'll always be aware.
The woman is also accused of stealing things from the room. She is facing charges of home invasion, attempted murder, kidnapping, and aggravated assault.
That goes to show you don't trust nobody, no matter where they are.
Deputies are looking for the armed man who was with Alvello.
Those do remain in place.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you for that clarification. Thank you, Ms. Alvello.
You remember we spoke about that? Shorty, the pizza lady, pizza delivery girl stabbing and shit. Now she was in court.
Yeah, I've seen that part.
Yeah. Remember we spoke about that shit. I couldn't make that shit bigger though. She in court.
I gotta put this screen on so I can see. I can't see what was happening. But yeah, we talked about that the last time, man. I just felt that we in a time, these people privileged, man. People, she out here working, and people, she just feel like motherfuckers supposed to pay what she want them to pay. People paying what they can afford. You know, people are just so one track minded and they just people just going crazy, man. In my opinion.
Yeah, man. I agree too. That's my opinion. Shit, motherfuckers going crazy. You know what I'm saying? She stabbed that lady up like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Then she had a
Crazy,
male,
bro.
some dude helped her. They looking for the dude. You know what I'm saying? She ain't getting out. She want bond. You said you put it on the other screen so I can play it again.
No, I can see it. I seen that. I just couldn't hear. I couldn't see what it was. But once the story came played, I knew what we're talking about. I seen it. I seen that play out earlier yesterday. She was being arraigned, whatever, and you know, she don't look like she really have any remorse. And they gonna hit her with some time too, cause she what? Is she? Look like she's Mexican. You know, so she gonna get hit with a little bit. It's gonna be nice.
Florida, they be doing that. Florida be doing the death.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's gonna get hit. She's gonna get hit. Chevy, did you roll it?
Shit, crazy. What's up to the viewers, though, man? We appreciate y'all for tuning in, for real, man. I could be anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us, man. So grateful. What do y'all want us to talk
about? I forgot my damn blunt bills, man.
We got more topics on the way. But again, in the comments, man, let us know what you want us to talk about. That's simple, and we talk about it. You know what I mean? But yo, let's get into this right here, man, because Joe Biden, yeah, another round of stimulus checks. He giving money.
So as if we needed another example of Biden's last-minute spending spree, here's another one. The Biden IRS has sent out $2.4 billion in COVID emergency stimulus checks this week, about 2 years after the COVID emergency ended. Really? Joining me now is North Dakota Senator Kevin Cramer. Senator, yeah, you shake your head. That's all you can do about this stuff. Fortunately, it's not all we can do come January 20th. But I gotta say, adding insult to injury, we get this from the retiring IRS Commissioner Danny Werfel, or Werfel, excuse me. He said, to minimize headaches and get this money to eligible taxpayers, we're making these payments automatic, meaning these people will not be required to go through the extensive process of filing an amended return to receive it. So bottom line is they're just throwing money out the window.
Yeah, I guess they didn't get the whole inflation is a bad thing memo, David, and we're responsible for it. They seem to have missed that one as well. It's really quite ludicrous to think that 1 million people who didn't ask for the money, didn't apply for it when it was, supposedly available in 2021.
$2.4 billion COVID checks this week.
Now somehow they're just going to force it on them. And who knows for sure if it's even true? Who knows? But by true, I mean who knows if they're even eligible, or if they're really supposed to be getting it, or if this is just some sort of last-minute stunt to drive up inflation as Donald Trump comes in to the White House. I don't know, but it's one of the crazier things. And just imagine this is with 87,000 new IRS employees that the first fuel on the fire of inflation in the American Rescue Plan created, so they could go after more taxpayers. I mean, it's why we're where we are, and it's why Donald Trump's going to be president soon.
And by the way, those tens of thousands of extra IRS where they're not just going to be going over a small number of millionaires and billionaires. They're going for the middle class. They're going for the small businesses, the pass-through businesses. They're the ones that are going to get hit the hardest and have to, even if they're completely innocent, they'll have to take months off of their business schedule to fill all these forms. And concerning COVID, I don't want to leave COVID completely, because does anybody even know how much money is left in some of those COVID funds?
Well, and I think that's part of what's at stake, David, is I don't know how much there is. I don't think anybody knows exactly how much there is, but a lot of what is left is what they're trying to get rid of quickly so that it doesn't become, a pay for some tax cuts, or pay for some regulatory, cuts in various agencies. There are just all kinds of ways, better ways to utilize any leftover COVID money than just to simply give it to people and drive up inflation. So no, I don't know, but I would hope that's one of the things that the DOGE committee gets after, and that Congress itself gets after.
And then we have this horribly named Inflation Reduction Act, which was essentially, at least Biden admitted, it was essentially a green energy act. That's what it amounted to. Billions and billions just peppered with all of these subsidies. I shouldn't say just billions, tens, even hundreds of billions of dollars in these various subsidies. I think even as much as they'd love to spend money before they leave, even the Biden administration can't spend all that money. Should we claw all that money back?
I believe that we can claw a lot of it back, and what we ought to do is repurpose some of those dollars.
Yes.
Some of it's not necessary at all. Some of it might be better utilized in somewhere else. There are a lot of the Green New Deal things.
Like building more of a border wall.
There you have it. There you have it. Let's do that. And by the way, that would cost much less than putting up a whole bunch of electric vehicle charging stations where nobody drives electrical vehicles, or turning our entire energy grid over to China's supply chain or whatever the case might be. There's a whole lot we can be doing, and I can't wait to get started on it.
Now, we mentioned already in the show the DOGE recommendations that are coming up. We're already seeing some of them drip out, but how is that going to be picked up by Congress? How will that be put into action?
Yeah, it's a great question, because DOGE doesn't have authority, but what they do have is influence. Yes. And so you're like you said, they're already dripping some things out. These are big things. I actually think it adds value to the work of the appropriators and the budgeters and the Congress by providing both political cover and, by the way, some political exposure to a lot of the waste. I love one of the first ideas I read about, of course, is the simplification of the tax code. And therein lies one of our first opportunities with the new Congress through budget reconciliation. The simplification of the tax code could be the greatest gift to the economy and to every taxpayer in this country, and certainly to business.
By the way, that's Steve Forbes' idea. Get rid of all deductions for everybody, just have a simple flat tax. You think Congress is ready for something that revolutionary?
Well, I don't think that they are. I love the idea of a flat tax, but a flatter tax would even be better, because right now we have these 7 brackets. I think when the House passed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, when I was in the House in 2017, we were down to 3 brackets. The Senate brought it back up to 7 brackets. And there are ramifications to the transition and all those things, David. But there's no question. Simpler is better. It costs a lot less. It unleashes economic opportunity. The tax code itself is one of the worst regulations on every taxpayer in the country, unless, of course, you're a CPA or a tax lawyer. It's pretty good for your economy.
But you can't wait on these things, Senator Kramer. Don't you agree? Yeah. You have to. The tax extensions have to be at the front of the line, or at least side by side some of the border policies that we need. No?
It's an interesting point. What I worry a little bit about, David, is particularly given what we've been through the last few weeks, just trying to get the government funded for a few more months. You see how complex this big machine is. And when you start dealing with something as big as the tax code, it's going to take a little while. We know that. But at the same time, the border crisis is an immediate crisis. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act don't expire till the end of the year. What I worry about is if we begin the tax portion,
the end of the year isn't far off. And also Americans voted for something. It is a complex deal. I understand putting together a tax plan is a very complex deal, but you have a president who wants it, and you have a president who now has more power than he did after he won the election. 51% approval rating.
All right, Lou, we can come. All right, Lou.
Today, so
Lou.
more Americans want him to.
That's enough, Lou. Let me ask you this question, Lou. You agree with what they say? You feel like it's going to create we're gonna create inflation, right? By giving people by him spending $2.5 billion, right? It's gonna create inflation, right?
Yeah, and this is why. Look,
I can't see that. I can't see that, Lou.
I'm gonna read it. It says, yes, giving Americans stimulus checks can cause inflation if consumers spend a large portion of the checks immediately. It demands fewer goods and services increases faster than the supply. Inflation can occur. You know what I'm saying?
Lou, let me tell you something. It's always funny, America can say, and you listen to the news, when you give the American people $2.5 billion is going to cause inflation. But here it is. It's all right for his militarized funding can go over $1 trillion, right? That's not going to cause no inflation, though. He can spend $1 trillion on military, right? And that don't cause inflation, though, right? But he measly ass $2.5 billion is going to hurt our pockets now, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense because the trillions of dollars that he's giving is not in America. That's the other countries.
That's even worse.
That's worse. I agree. But it doesn't cause inflation in America.
How does it not?
Because stimulus checks can contribute to inflation, increase
That
demand.
doesn't cause.
Stimulus checks can increase demand
Nah,
for
man.
goods and services without
Nah, man.
corresponding increase in supply. This
Listen
can
to
lead to
me.
shortage, bottlenecks, and inflations.
That's
Import inflation.
Lou. That's what companies want. Companies want to sell out. Companies don't want to hold on to product. What company want to hold on to product?
That's what causes inflation, brother.
It does not cause inflation. It cause companies to fucking have a sell off.
I'm gonna read something. I'm gonna read some
Lou,
ways that stimulus checks can
Lou, we
contribute
just
to
went
inflation.
through that shit, and we did not have no inflation.
Yes, we did, bro.
No,
What
we
you
did
talking
not.
about? We got stimulus checks, and we was in inflation when we
No,
got
we
that
was not. Matter
stimulus
of
checks.
fact, we was
Yes,
not
we
inflation.
were.
We was in the highest employment that ever was.
Bro, it was unemployment. Niggas didn't have
No,
no
employed.
jobs.
Niggas had jobs. Niggas after that shit, niggas got jobs.
Yo, bro, you hear yourself? That's you. Listen, stimulus checks
Yo,
can
a lot
increase
of people got
demand for
jobs,
goods and
man.
services without a corresponding increase in supply. This can lead to shortage, bottlenecks, and inflations. Import inflation.
Lou,
Stimulus checks can
that's
contribute
one
to
perspective.
import inflations when demand increases. Countries with large fiscal support
Lou,
may
it's not
increase
always happen like
demand
that,
for
Lou.
imports, which can be met with limited supply.
Lou,
Aggregate
country did
demand.
not.
These stimulus can contribute to aggregate demand, which can explain inflation. Other factors that contribute to inflation include the pandemic. The pandemic included to the goddamn inflation. That's when we got the bread. The pandemic, the Russia-Ukraine war, and the post-COVID commodity boom. That was all around that shit.
That contributes to inflation.
And listen,
that's less
the
dollars going to
the
Americans.
Russia-Ukraine war and the post-COVID commodity boom. However, governments can borrow and spend without causing inflation if they have credible plans to pay back the debt. None of that shit got paid back, brother.
Lou, I'm trying to explain to you. Lou, that don't make no sense. If they could spend $1 trillion here and that doesn't have no effect, you saying no effect. But here you go, they spend just like Lou, if I spend $100, right? Right?
In the different countries. You gotta mention
No,
another
listen.
country.
I got $100, right?
What other country
$100. Here it is. Here it is. I give you $5 out of that $100, Lou.
What
I
country
give you
under?
$5 out of that $100, Lou. All right. You telling me giving you $5 out of that $100 really hurt my pocket?
That's not inflation.
Lou, it's not. It's because Lou, the economy is way bigger than fucking 2.5 billion. It's bigger than that. That's a bunch of hogwash. That's an excuse that they use to not give us money, Lou.
$1 trillion. That's not going to cause inflation in America.
Lou, and it's not going to cause a sell-off. Not every. All right, Lou.
Inflation in America.
No, it's not, Lou. How companies making money? How companies let me ask you a question. How companies making the money is a bad thing? How is that a bad thing? Companies. How is money being circulated in the economy is bad? How is that bad? The only time is good when they circulate money is Lou. So then when they lower interest rates and they allow us to borrow money, right? So that's okay for us to borrow the money, right? To spend it and you know, flourish the economy. But if they give it to us, oh God, that's Lou, that's bullshit, Lou. It don't make no sense. Come on. If we borrow it though, if they raise lower the interest rate and they give us lower interest rates and we could all get credit cards and we pay an interest rate on it, we spend it, then it's all good though, right? We all spend 2.5 billion in credit, then it's all good. But here it is. If someone give us 2.5 billion, the whole fucking world, the ceiling gonna crash. That's bullshit, Lou. Don't let them tell you that lie.
Yo, you asked me a question, right? You said, how is money circulating in the economy bad?
It's
I'm
not
gonna tell
bad.
you, money is not. I don't think it is bad, but I think
It's not bad at all.
It can cause
It doesn't
inflation.
cause inflation. It doesn't cause inflation. It does not. It
Money
does the total opposite.
Money circulating in the economy can cause inflation when the money supply increases faster than the economy grows. This means there's more money chasing fewer goods, which increases demand, can cause prices to rise. That's your answer.
Lou, that's not going to be that situation. Lou, you talking about 2.5 billion divided amongst 1 million people. All right. That's not a lot of money for one. And number two,
that's not.
All right.
It's
number
not.
two, that does not affect the economy. The economy is way bigger than 2.5 billion.
Stimulus checks.
All right. People spend that around Christmas. Did that affect the economy? Don't they want you to do that? So why, Lou? That's a lie, man. That is a lie. So Lou, when we went out and on Black Friday, when they go out and spend money like that, does that affect the economy? Where everybody buy all the damn TVs and ain't no more. Only thing is, there ain't no goddamn more TVs in the store.
It do affect.
That's the only problem. It does not, man. That's Lou. That's the case every year. We wouldn't have a Black Friday then.
It do affect the economy.
Every year we wouldn't have a Christmas. Every year we wouldn't have a 4th of July sale. Every year we wouldn't have a President's Day sale. It makes no sense what you're saying. That makes no sense, Lou. But they can give $1 trillion away, but that don't affect the economy. They take $1 trillion and put it in another country's pocket, but $2.5 billion. Oh, that shit is fucked up. No, we're gonna be hurting. Oh shit, the ceiling gonna crash over our head. Right, Lou? That makes no damn sense.
Bro.
That makes no sense, Lou. It
Listen,
don't,
man,
Lou.
Stimulus checks has many disadvantages, bro. It can lead to increased national debt, and potential issues with targeting and our short-term fix.
Lou, they give that much out in welfare benefits every year. Motherfuckers get that in food stamps every year. Does that affect the economy? Did that make the price of food go up? Because of food stamps? You think it's because of food stamps making the price of food go up?
Nah, we ain't say that. We was talking about stimulus checks.
Well, they give $2.5 billion in food stamps or more every year.
Let's see.
All right. That makes no sense of what you're saying, Lou. Come on, man.
How much food stamps is given out every year? Let's see, man. I ain't saying you wrong. All right. Shit. They give out more than that. The amount of money spent on food stamps. Federal government spent $112 billion on SNAP.
All right, now
average of $211 per participant per month. So they give
now, Lou. So Lou, and this is every year. So this is what causes the food prices to go up? Is food stamps? No.
Nah. We didn't say that.
Don't you know? Don't you know what affects what affects food prices more than anything in America? It's the price of gas, man. And American corporation greed. That shit
Shit,
does
man.
not affect the economy. All right.
Food
They
stamps
tell you
definitely
that.
don't, man.
That's a lie that they tell you, so you will feel bad about this free money that they want to help people with. That makes you feel bad about it. All right, because they don't want you to feel like, yo, man, government should help us. No, the government don't want you to think that way. All right, so they'll tell you, hell no, giving people money. Oh no, they're gonna go out, they're gonna buy everything. But here it is. They can give $1 trillion to military spending. They can spend $1 trillion this year in military spending. But you telling me that don't affect the economy? Taking $1 trillion and not invested in infrastructure, not invested in medical, not invested in school education, not invested in business that needs help, and black businesses, or none of that helps the economy, right? None of that don't help. But $1 trillion, not a billion, $1 trillion in military spending is okay. But little bullshit ass 2.5 billion, all of a sudden now our fucking pockets is hot now. Lou, that's a lie, Lou. Lou, they always say that shit. If you gotta listen to politicians, they always say that shit when it's time to give people money, man. When it's time to spend money on the people. But when it's time to give fucking 100 billion to Ukraine, that shit don't matter, right? That they pockets is all of a sudden mad loose. So don't let them use that propaganda talk, man, and make you believe that, oh, if you help them, if you just help people, you know what I'm saying, it's going to hurt the economy. What? That doesn't make no damn sense.
Voiceover off.
Trust me, man. The economy, it's not bad because of the average people spending money. All right? The economy is bad because of the fucking people at the top. They have more control of the money than we do. They're the one who are holding and hoarding money, not the small people. The small people don't break the country. It's the people on the top that's fucking with the country, bro.
So let me ask you a question. These are basically stimulus checks as handouts. Giving the people money is handouts, right?
I guess that's what y'all want to call it.
So let me ask you another question. When you give handouts like that, the people relying on the government, can that create a discouraging work insensitive in people? Can it create a dependency of handouts?
Listen, it's how people do it, man. Let me tell you something about some shit like
That
that, Lou.
potentially hurts the economy, brother.
It does not, man. Let me tell you something.
It keeps people handicapped, and they need
No,
crutches.
it keeps a corporation. It keeps the greed of a corporation is what you're talking about, Lou. We're not talking about a person's personal need. All right, this is you got to realize what you're talking about. You're talking about a company that's just want to make more money. They don't care about the person. They don't care, man. It's not a, and that's what this is about, man. It's not about seeing another dollar in a man's pocket. It's about seeing a man, a corporation take advantage of the mere man, of the regular people, man. All right, this is all it's about. But it's okay for a corporation to get subsidies in the millions of dollars. It's okay though. That's okay. But when they get it, it's called a subsidy. But when they give it to a person, a regular person, it's supposed to be some charity case or some welfare case, and it's called a handout now, right? But they don't call it a handout when they bailed out corporation.
So people that don't work, they don't get no stimulus check.
What are you talking about?
The people that don't work, like people that don't work.
That's not even everybody, man. That's only 1 million people. So that's not for everybody anyway. Everybody's not going to get that.
No, I'm saying
it's more than 1 million people in America.
It's 1 million people.
It's more than 1 million people in America. So that's not going to everybody.
I know some people that never worked a day in their life and they got unemployment. That when we was getting unemployment during the pandemic, they got that. They got some stimulus checks. They ain't work a day in their life.
Hey,
that was a handout,
and it helped them though, didn't it help them?
I guess.
All right then. So that was the purpose. It defeated its purpose. That's its purpose, was to help people. That's what the purpose was it for, man.
I guess
you know what I'm saying. Come on, Luke.
But
that's the way we look at this world right now. Everybody supposed to be a slave for another company, and if you're not a slave for another company, then wait.
Or handout. Let me just say this though.
I didn't even get to finish saying what I was saying. You just cut me off.
Shit, me either.
No, you jumped in the middle. I was just talking.
Shit,
I was just telling you that
we've been cutting each other off, man.
I haven't been cutting you off, Lou. Been letting you speak, man.
You spoke the whole time, man. I'm actually listening.
And I got quiet to let you speak. I'm not. There's moments I've just been quiet, giving you the floor. You should understand that. You know, we're adults. We know how to talk, right?
Listen, man. Just go ahead.
All I was just trying to tell you, Lou, is that the economy is not based off of this $2.5 billion that they're going to give to 1 million people. It won't have no effect on inflation. It's just a lie that they're using you to make what President Biden doing as a bad decision. That's just someone's criticism. It has no effect on the economy. It's just talk. The government lies, man. All right? They lie to you, bro. They lie all the time.
I don't think that will have an effect at all on people, in the whole country. It's only 1 million people that's getting some of that money. So I don't think that's going to have an effect on the economy because it's more than, like you said, it's more than 1 million people in the country. So I don't think that's going to have an effect on the economy. I'm generally speaking about, just stimulus checks being given out, period, like to everybody, like before. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody in the country got a stimulus check. You know what I'm saying? And that's when we were in inflation. Like we kind of still in inflation. Let me see what's inflation right now. What's the inflation right now? I think it's like 3 something right now.
Lou,
Let me see.
that
It's
is
kind
all
of
that
high.
national. I realize that the national debt is an illusion.
It's 2.7 right now. And
It,
in 20, let me see what it was in 21. In 2020, actually, when that pandemic happened. In 2020, well, it was 2020 and
Lou,
21. Yeah, in
the national
2020
debt is an illusion.
and 2021 inflation. What makes it an illusion?
Well, if they get in 1 year, if they can pay the national debt, Lou, if that was the case, they printed up a $1 trillion just to give to the military. So you saying they couldn't give if this debt it really truly existed? You telling me they couldn't pay that shit off?
Yo, look, in 2020, 1.2% average inflation rate, right? 2021, 4.7% average rate inflation. That shit was high. In 2022, it was the highest it ever been.
But
8.8%.
that's not. That's what people owe.
8%. In 2023, it was 4.1% inflation. So it was high. It's still high. Now it's down to
That's not what the
1.7.
government. That's what people
It's
owe, and
2.7 now.
that's what the
It's
national debt
2.7 now.
and what the people owe the government.
Nah, that it was high for whatever
That's
reason. It
what
was
the
high.
people owe the government, Lou. That's not what the government owe. The government prints its own money. All right. So how could they owe themselves?
Well, man, it was high. Inflation was high in them years.
I'm telling you, the national debt is what's owed from the people in taxes and credit, and that's what the national debt is based on. All right, the government can't hold itself.
I mean, listen, inflation was high back then, man. It
Yeah,
was high.
people were spending money. People owe money. A lot of people owe money, man.
So that's the national debt.
It's taxes, man, on what what the American people owe. All right, the American debt, we pay into the American debt. America just want more people to pay into it. That's why we got migrants. I explained that to you. That's the only reason. They want more people to pay into debt. That's why they so fast at trying to get them a job, so they can start paying taxes and start helping, adding on to their greed. But it has nothing to do with American owing money. If America can just print out a $1 trillion and then can give it away.
So you don't think that has any? You don't think giving out money to people plays a part in that? You don't think giving out them
It
stimulus
doesn't
checks
make any
plays a
sense,
part in
Lou.
that?
Politically,
Because you're giving money
economically,
you don't have,
it makes no sense.
and you're still getting
Exactly.
in
It
debt,
makes
right?
no sense. And if you supposed to owe somebody all this type of money, and here it is, you can just take, instead of just paying that shit, you just take it and give it away to somebody else because you feel they need help fighting another country. We give Israel billions of dollars.
See, listen, America can't just print the money and give it away because they could
But
do
that's what
that.
they do. That's
When
what they do.
when they do that, it causes inflation.
Lou.
That's what happens when they do that.
You know what
Doing so
offsets
will
the
cause
inflation?
significant inflation,
You know what offsets the inflation?
and it reduces the value of each
It's
dollar.
the workers, Lou. It's workers. All right. That's why this country is not backed by any gold or silver. It's backed by our black asses and white asses. That's what it's backed by. All right. It's the people. That's what that shit means, man. The people. This is why the dollar is a debt dollar. Soon as you get it, it's owed to somebody else.
It's backed by credit.
Who's the one taking the credit, Lou? It's the American people. All right.
Full faith.
Now you get it. You seeing what I'm saying? It's the people is what the American is backed by. It's backed by us working and paying into the system.
Yeah, paying taxes. We gotta pay
That's what
taxes.
offsets inflation. So that's what offsets the inflation. So they can print. Look, people don't realize the amount of money our government takes in every year.
It's called fiat currency.
All right. People don't realize how much money they take in from us every year. All right. It's in the trillions of dollars, man. All right. And not only that, they print money. They burn money. They burn a lot of old money. You know, they take a lot of money. They take a lot of money out of circulation to try to offset the scarcity of money, create a scarcity, you know. But Lou, they print money too, man. Every year.
Yeah, but
they print money.
They don't print too much money. Because when you do that, when too
What do
much
you
money
think
is
about what do you
circulating,
think the money that they send into these countries? Do you think they going to a bank and getting it?
when too much money is circulating, people try to buy the same amount of goods,
Lou,
more money.
I asked you a question, Lou. You brought it the question. Where do you think they get the money to send to Ukraine from?
Where they get it from?
They print that bitch up. Didn't you hear Saddam Hussein at one time had his own American printing press? They print the money, Lou. And then, in these days and ages, everything is electronical. It's electronic. So they don't even have to print. They can just, it's in ones and zeros now on a computer.
Shit, man. It wasn't no cash. It wasn't no money, man. It's just, artillery too, man. They gave
Lou,
him
they still have to
61
buy
billion
it.
in
They had to still buy it. And what company giving away stuff for free? I don't know any.
They gave 61 billion in military assistance since Russia launched its premeditated, unprovoked, and brutal full-scale invasion of Ukraine.
Right, Lou. They paid for their weapons. They purchased their weapons. All right.
Who purchased them?
The United States.
Oh, they just didn't make them? Where they purchased them from?
Yeah, they made it. They got, we got companies in America that produce guns, bro.
So they had to purchase from their own companies?
From
They just
American
couldn't
companies. No hell,
They
Blue. They don't
they
give
gave
nobody
them
nothing.
they gave
What
them
company?
$64 billion worth of artillery, not money.
Listen, Lou. They printed money. All right, they printed up money. That shit cost money. They had to buy it. All right,
From
you
who?
acting like it's not free. America have companies that they buy equipment from. You got
Who is they
they
not
bought it,
buying that
Lou.
equipment?
Lou, they don't get
That's
anything free. They buy
it's
it. America
military
does not get
equipment.
anything free. All
They
right,
making that
they
equipment in
buy
America.
everything, but they don't get it for free. They still got to pay for it. The companies still need the resources to produce it. Ain't nothing, Lou. You got to understand economics. Ain't nothing produced from nothing. You got to have something if you want something. Nothing is produced from nothing.
It's American made.
You're not answering my question. You're not understanding what I'm saying. Nothing
It's
is
American
produced
made. They
from
making
nothing.
this. They making it here, so they not really. They paying the people to make it. All the
All
stuff
right.
is here in America. They
So
paying
they
the workers
paid
to make it.
$65 billion.
No, the costs of the machinery and artilleries is 61 million. The pay is not the
Well,
same.
Lou, it is, man. That's what it would cost if they would have paid for it.
No, the work they
All
actually
right,
pay
man.
more. They actually pay more because you got to pay the workers. If the product is 61 million, how much the workers got paid
But Lou,
to put the
that
products
same
together?
65 million could have went fucking to healthcare. That same 65 million would have saved 100,000 lives. All right, because they wouldn't have the bullets to shoot them motherfuckers. That same 65 million could have built some roads up. Could have improved education, paid some tuition. All right, it could have did much more better than killing somebody with it. All right, so I don't get it.
So you want the country, you want USA to mind their business. You don't want them to help Ukraine out.
Nope.
Voiceover off.
He said, nope. If I need to mind our fucking business, worry about what's going on in this country. Bro, it's a lot of mental illness, homeless people out here. See the shit going
Yeah,
on, man.
the
I
money
agree.
that they build, they print out every single day. They print money, Lou. Remember, people go to a printing press. They work every day. It's not like that shit closed. That shit open 24 hours a day. Probably close on the holidays, you know.
What,
But
printing
that
press?
place is, yeah,
What printing
motherfuckers.
press? Like
The U.S.
Ernie?
Treasury, they printing money every day.
Oh, everyday money getting printed?
Yep.
Voiceover on installer progress. Installer progress.
Every single day.
Every day. Yep. But it's not they print about $38 million a day.
Lou, a day. 365 days. That's trillions of dollars, Lou. All right? In 1 year. And now,
Well,
imagine
actually,
how much they're getting in taxes, Lou. All right?
listen, with a face value of around 541 million. However, 95% of those notes printed are used to replace bills that are torn, soiled, or otherwise unusable. This means that the amount of money in circulation doesn't increase. So they printing money, right, to
Lou,
get rid of
every
the ones
year,
that's messed up.
Lou. every year. $1 trillion worth of cash need to be printed up, Lou.
You don't think it needs to?
No, Lou.
I mean,
A
certain bills
dollar,
get messed
a
up.
dollar, a
They gotta
dollar
fix
lasts
that
more
up.
than a year, Lou. Lou, you done held on to the dollar. It lasts longer than a year. All right.
The dollar? No, it don't.
Yes, it does, man. You look at the date on the dollar. Look at the date. That dollar been in circulation for more than fucking probably 10 years. What are you talking about?
Man, I ain't see a dollar. What?
Lou, you got dollars in there from the 80s. All
No,
right.
you don't.
You got dollars
No,
in.
you
Yes,
don't.
you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you
You
do.
got a
You
dollar
got
on you right
dollars.
now?
I got a couple dollars in the room. I'm telling you, there's some dollars circulated from the
Let me go
80s,
see.
Lou. You got some dollars circulated from the 90s.
Let me get a
All right,
dollar right
still in
now.
circulation. So if that's the case, there should be no dollars that's in circulation from those times.
I got a dollar right here. What it says? 2021 series.
Lou, that's $1 that you have, Lou. There's more dollars in circulation than that one ass dollar that you showing to the world.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Now you might see some coins.
Lou, you're gonna see dollar bills
Shit, I
still in
got a silver
circulation.
quarter.
There's $5. There's still $100 bills that still circulate. It's still old face, little face hundreds that's still in the circulation. You haven't went and got some hundreds and they gave you a little face hundred?
Yeah, I got one of those before.
All right then. So that shit is still old. And you telling me there's not money that makes no sense that they have to circulate
Nah,
95% of the money.
they just
That's not
replacing the
true.
money that's 95% of the money. You know,
That's
them
not
notes
true, Lou.
are used to
That's
replace
another
the
government.
coins,
My
soils,
opinion.
or otherwise unusable.
Yeah, the government be lying, man. I tell you.
Oh, we know that.
They be lying, Lou. They lying, Lou. All right.
What they doing with the bread, man? They sending it to
They
Ukraine.
giving it. Yeah. All right. Come on. Giving it to Israel. And then, like I tell you, they don't have to print as much money as they used to because, like I tell you, money is being created on a computer. Accounts being created every day. When you go get a credit card account, they don't give you cash. They don't want to give you cash. They're going to charge you for cash.
What you mean? A credit
If
card
you go
account,
get a credit, if you go get a credit card, yeah, they're going to charge you for that shit too.
Yeah, it's a limit. I mean, it's like they charge like when you use your shit. It's like
No, I'm not talking about using it.
$375
I'm talking about if you use your credit card. Say like you got a $500 limit. You go and try to take $100. If you go take $100 off of there, they're going to charge you $20, $30 for that $100.
Yeah, they charge you.
Depending on your interest rate. And the interest rate for cash is higher than the interest rate than when you use your card swiping it.
It is.
All right, then. So that's what it's all about, man. It's all about making money for them. Just getting that shit out of your pocket and putting it back in there. Because it's really terrible. It's really terrible.
Actually, it's a capitalist world. It is terrible. I agree, man. I agree. You know, but I gotta give you some pushback too, man. You know?
You're not pushing back on me. I'm telling you the truth. Can't push back on the truth.
I be telling you the truth too.
Nah, you debating me on the truth, man. You acting like
Nah,
my truth don't make no
I
sense.
just,
I done made you go to your motherfucking internet encyclopedia about 5 times today. So
nah,
come on.
I just go to the
I,
facts so I could speak accurately on it.
well,
You know
I'm
what I
just
mean?
telling you life experience, Lou. I'm older than you, so this is life experience. This is what I know. It's what I experienced in life.
I mean, you can learn something from someone younger than you too.
I never said I didn't, but I'm telling you the things that we talking about is something that I done learned already, and I'm trying to
Doesn't mean you
explain
can't
this to
learn
you.
from someone younger than you.
I didn't never. This has nothing to do with that. Never said that. I just said because of my age, I've learned a lot more about this shit, Lou, about this government. All right, I lived this government life a long time, man. I've seen a lot what the government is doing. I've seen the government lie straight up. I've seen the lie. I've seen them tell lies. All right, and the reason why they tell lies just to disinform people, to keep people confused, man. They love to keep people misinformed, man. They don't want you knowing what they know. They don't want you to have the same information that they have because that's a threat. They will lie. They will not only lie, I told you in the other episode yesterday, this is the reason why we don't have TikTok because of the lie that they want to spread. They want to be in control of the lies. If you're going to believe anybody lie, they only want you to believe them. This is what the government does, man. This is what they do.
Yeah, man, I know the government is definitely will lie. Shit, I seen it happen too.
That's all they do, man. And they don't care how they cover up the lie. They don't care how much benefits the truth could be. They just want to be in control. Long as they can control, it's all about controlling. Controlling what's being told to the people. Remember, we are like to them, we are nothing but sheep. And to them, they are our sheep holders, man. You know, herders. They are sheep herders. All right, and they want to just guide us, man, into life. They our whole upbringing in life, man. When you go to school, school is only there to make you obedient, man. It makes you an obedient worker. For in order you to learn how to become an entrepreneur, you have to go to Harvard or some high price college, bro, just to learn how to become successful in entrepreneurship. Unless you have family members or business partners or people that just study on their side, that figured out things on their own. But school does not teach you how to become an entrepreneur. It teaches you how to be obedient from kindergarten, from pre-kindergarten up. It doesn't teach you how to be
Well,
a
your parents
creative
teach you
person.
that. I think your parents teach you how to be obedient.
No, no. When you get in school, you have to sit there. You have to be quiet. You have to raise your hand. You have to ask someone to go to the bathroom. No. When you go home, do you have to ask somebody to go to the bathroom? The what kid that goes home has to ask someone to go to the bathroom when they go home?
Nah, you shouldn't have to.
It's a promoting obediency and discipline. All right.
No, but you learn these things home first. I mean,
You
Not
don't
saying
learn
you.
to ask. You don't ask nobody to go to the bathroom, Lou. Come on, let's be
No,
honest, Lou.
listen. When you,
Just
what you
doing
mean?
that, yo, Lou, as a
You
little
don't
kid,
ask.
you don't have to ask. You don't have to ask your parent, "Can I go use the bathroom?" You
When
don't.
you 2 years old, when you 2 years old, 3 years old, you tell your parents you gotta use the bathroom. You probably don't know how
Look,
to
we're
pull your
talking
pants
about
down yourself.
a child that's in school 6, 7 years old. All right, he
You
has to
learn
get
to be
permission
obedient
to go to
before
the
you get
bathroom.
that age. You learn to be
Lou,
obedient before you reach that
all right.
age.
We don't teach our children that. We don't teach our children to come ask us before they go to the bathroom.
You learn to be obedient before you reach that age. You don't necessarily teach them that at,
Do you teach
ask
your
to use the
children to ask
bathroom.
you to use the bathroom? Yes or no? Do they have to
Not at
raise
all.
their hand to go to the bathroom? Yes or
Not at
no?
all. Not at all.
So you telling me school is not based off of trying to teach obedience?
I'm saying you learn obedience first at home. You learn
Lou,
obedience around the age 2 or
Lou,
3,
Lou,
bro.
Lou, we teach our children respect. All right. We teach our children how to respect one another.
Yeah, that's basic
Obedience.
obedience. That's
Obedience.
basic obedience.
We don't teach our kids they have to raise their hand in order to say something to us. All right. We don't
That's
teach our
basic.
kids that.
That's basic obedience, bro.
All right. If our kids wanted to say something to us, they could just come right up and say something to us. We don't teach our kids have to raise their hand for them to say something to us. All right. We don't teach
Nah,
our kids if when they
we
go
tell
to
our
the
kids
bathroom, they gotta ask
when you
before
in
they go
school,
to the bathroom.
we tell our kids before they go to school. When you get in school, you have to raise your hand and and answer the question.
But
We
listen to
tell
me.
our
That's
kids.
that's not teaching our kids how to be intelligent. Because in real life, you don't raise your
No,
hand when you're talking.
no, we tell our kids these things before they get in the situation. We don't let them go in there blind.
In
We
real
let them know
life, we
what's
don't.
going to happen. We let them know what's going to happen.
70% of the stuff in school we do not use.
We're going to let these kids know what's happening before they go in at school.
70% of the learning curriculum that's in school,
If we don't,
kids do
that's our
not
problem
use as an
for not
adult. They do not
giving them
use
the
it as an
proper
adult.
obedience.
All right. They don't use that information that they was forced to memorize. They don't use it as an adult. Only good thing that they use is reading and math. That's something that kids need to learn throughout their whole entire life. But not too many kids is using science in their everyday life unless they're in that type of field. Not every kid is using social studies or American history unless they're working in that type of field. All right.
Just like when you
70
go to
to
college,
80% of the stuff that they using is
a
not being
degree
used as an adult, Lou.
is not out here working what they
All
got a
right.
degree for.
Lou, these aptitude tests that they force kids to learn, half of that they forget when they come back to school next year.
Why is that?
Because that's just how not all memory is retainable, especially if it's
I,
not being used.
I guess because they probably it's probably at home where it's not being to remember. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
You
I'm
gotta
not going to
be
sit around and tell my sons they need to practice science projects, on his spare time. All right. I'm not going to push my sons to do something like that. All right. Unless he's choosing to want to do it. All right.
yeah, you
I don't
see
do
them doing
that. Yeah, that's what he does if he wants to do it. But
then you
you know what I'm
embrace it.
saying? I know if my sons have math issues, I will help them But on the summer, you think they want to sit around doing math problems? Not all kids want to do that.
It's not what they want to do. They kids.
All right, look. Let me see when your daughter gets of age. Let me see how many math problems you're gonna have your daughter doing on her spare time when she's out of school, and then when she wants to go to these other places and stuff. All right, Lil. Let me see you. Let me see you bring the math book with her. She better have that math book with her when she come over here next time.
Yo, look, she 4 years old. She do that now, bro.
But I'm saying,
what's 1 + 1? What's 1 + 2? Right?
Lou, I'm saying, Lou, as they get older, as they become adults, all right?
Yes,
they stray away from this. They stray away from this. All right, let me tell you, 16, 17 years. All right,
working, bro.
Yeah,
This is
Lou,
what I'm
Lou.
saying. This is why the Chinese people be smarter, like be more advanced.
They don't be smarter. That's a lie.
This is why they be more advanced than us.
That's a lie. They know how to cheat.
They
know how to cheat better than us.
You know why?
Don't you know the Chinese and the Asians got caught cheating?
They be going to school.
If you would have said the Nigerians, if you would have said the Nigerians, Lou, you're wrong. It's an actual fact. It's an actual fact. The Asians and the Asians are cheating. They're being caught cheating. All right, they've been cheating.
Bro,
they're not more advanced. They know how to cheat
every day, all year. Is that cheating?
That don't mean that. Some of them are cheating. A lot of them are cheating, Luke. So is us. My son goes to school all year. He goes to school all year too. So does my son.
All year.
He goes to school. He plays basketball. He played basketball. He doesn't have to go. He's a fucking honor student, so he doesn't have to go. He's an honor student.
So he goes to school all year. He don't got no summer days off.
Yeah, he plays basketball.
He
practices basketball. He plays sports.
That's not school.
Play sports.
That's not school, Shaw.
Don't let these kids fool you. They're not in school all year long, bro. All right, don't let them fool you like that. All right, it is documented that they are cheaters. They are the biggest school cheaters. All right, and the Indians. All right, they cheaters. All right, they're known cheaters. All right, don't let them fool you like they come on. And they cheated us out of they went so hard.
Smart, bro.
They got so mad, and they got so mad over the motherfucking. That is not true, man. See, Lou,
they be mad smart,
Lou, you don't know the fact. What about them Nigerians, man? Them Nigerians is way more smart than them, and they don't cheat.
Smart too. They smart
and they not
too.
cheating.
They be doctors.
And they not cheating.
Lawyers.
And they not cheaters. But you know what? The Americans will let you believe.
They be scamming. They con artists.
A lot of them in that set. A lot of them is well educated.
And a lot of Chinese people as well are not cheating.
Yeah, but a lot of them cheat.
And a lot of them cheat too.
Nah, a lot of them Africans do not cheat. They do not. They do not cheat, bro.
Nah,
they do not cheat. They scam. They scammers. They not. Yo, they be learning. Yo, listen to me, man. A lot of these people, a lot of scamming.
Nah,
talking about people that go to college and getting educated. A lot of these educated African people are well educated, bro. They study. They study. They study.
Doctors
they did not cheat to become a doctor.
What? Losing their doctor's license. Losing their license.
Look, we're not talking about. We're talking about them going to school.
Scamming. With the school to be a doctor, but scamming.
Yeah, they got the degree. That's after, but they still got the degree. The Chinese motherfuckers is doing that too.
Probably
they at it, Lou.
Probably bought the degree.
Lou, look it up, man. Lou, you like looking shit up? Look it up. Look up Chinese.
You look it up, man.
Look up. I already know it. I've seen it already. You like doing the research? Look up Chinese cheaters. Look up all the Chinese cheaters.
Look up African cheaters.
It's not a lot of African cheaters. Africans are being depressed. Yo, listen to me, man. You a hater on black people, man. I'm telling you the truth. But when it comes down to us, when it comes down to us, You downplay
Nah,
us,
nigga.
but
No, I
when it
don't.
comes out of them, you give them the utmost props. And I'm telling you, they don't
Nah,
deserve all
bro,
the
I'm
props you
seeing what I
giving them.
see, bro.
Yo,
We gotta
Lou, I'm
stick
telling you what I
together,
know.
bro. It's a lot
I'm
of
telling you, you're not
black
sticking
people
together,
doing
Lou.
beautiful things in our community, man. I'm all black, bro. I'm just calling it what it
Lou,
is,
they
brother.
cheat, Lou. Lou, they cheat. All right?
Yeah,
They cheaters.
but you act like nobody. You act like we don't cheat.
Not as much as them.
Come on,
Not as
bro.
much as them. No, Lou, we do not.
Now you know. Now you
None of
know the
my kids
percentage.
cheated. Hey, none
Can
of
I
my
see?
kids cheated anything.
Can you
None of
show
my
me the
kids
proof
cheated
of
at
that?
nothing.
Can you show me the proof?
Yeah,
The
they took the
percentage?
test. None of
Show
my
me the
kids
proof.
cheated at none of my kids cheated at nothing.
Show me the
They
proof
earned
that.
all they shit.
Show
They
me the
earned all
proof
they
that.
shit.
Show me the proof that Chinese people are are cheaters more than anybody. Just show me the percentage. Show me the graph. Show me something. The statistics. Show me it.
All right. TIL that cheating is so acceptable in China. All right. It's so acceptable in China that the people will riot, not allowed to do so. All right. Over 2,000 people barricaded school staff while chanting, "There's no fairness if you do not let us cheat," after students was confiscated of their cheats. China's the biggest cheaters in the whole fucking in the world.
They cheating off each other on the school test. That's what you talking
They
about?
fucking rioting. They rioting if they can't cheat
on the school test.
Yes.
It's a school test, Sean.
You know, China. Listen to me.
It's
China.
a school test, Sean.
Listen to me. You're not supposed to cheat on any school test. Look, what are you talking about?
It's a school test, brother.
Yo, bro, they cheat. They the cheaters, bro. Exam scandal hit recruitment of students from China, and this is on June 11th. This is July 11th. Exam scandals hit recruitment of students from China. China has become embroiled in a fresh cheating scandal involving international exams used for the admission of universities overseas and large numbers of test takers. All right, they are the fucking cheaters, bro. Don't even tell me what I'm not. I looked this shit up before. All right, you talking like they the fucking best, smartest. Them motherfuckers are the East. They know how to cheat. And the Indians, them motherfuckers cheat too.
Man, you go to jail for cheating in China. I don't know what you talking about.
No, you don't.
China
That shit
student
is.
faces
Listen to
7 years
me.
in
Listen
jail
to me.
for
If you got money, they doing it. They pushing their students in there. All right, they pushing their students in the universities, man. All right, especially if they got money.
Listen, man, Chinese students. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yo, Lou, I'm just reading. I'm just showed you. This is an AP exam. This is an AP report. All right, this has happened. This is July. All right. This is July. This is not nothing old news. This is July this year. They cheating.
Listen, anyone caught facilitating mass cheating or paying someone else to sit the test on their behalf can face up to 7 years in prison, and that's in China.
Well, look, but they not enforcing that law because they cheating. All right, I'm just told you this is something right now. China is embroiled. All right. You know what embroiled means?
Helping others cheat on state exams is a criminal offense in China.
But they do it, Lou. They're doing it
here too.
Lou, but they're doing it at a higher rate than anybody in the world.
How do you figure that? Where's the chart?
Because it's telling you, Lou. I'm just told you the information, Lou. I just gave you 2 different fucking news reports. All right. We want another one? Lou, just
Does that
look
say
up.
they're doing it more than America? Does that say it's
Lou,
doing it more
yes,
than Russia?
yes,
Does it say it's
yes,
doing it more than
yes.
Africa? Where did you read that
Do
at? Where did you
Chinese
read that at?
students cheat in American schools, in Western schools?
What? We didn't say that. We said, do they
Yes.
cheat more than? Do they cheat more than? Not do they cheat in Western schools? Do they cheat more than USA? Do they cheat more than Africa? That's the question. Let's not project. Now you trust in Google, Mr.
I'm using news articles, bro. I'm using straight up news articles. You just reading off Google. I'm reading articles, bro. I'm going to the news. I'm going to actual news sources.
News sources
I don't
ran
know.
by
I'm
what?
not looking at Google. Led by news companies. All right. I just read one just a minute ago from a company that's from fucking the University World News.
And what is on? It's on Google, right? You can
All
Google
fucking
that, right?
websites is on Google, nigga. What the fuck? But you looking at reading from Google. You just reading off of Google. You don't know where that source is coming from. I can tell you where the source is coming from.
Magazine, brother. I'm reading from
That's
Time
what you're
Magazine.
supposed to say. So that's not Google then. That's not Google.
I don't have to say that. I got it off of Google.
No, you didn't. You got it off Time Magazine. It's a difference.
I Googled it. Then I clicked on the link.
Not using Google, bro.
Google
nah,
is the
man.
source.
You just always trying to discredit what I'm telling you. Always discrediting everything I say, man. But you never look it up.
The same way. I feel the same way though.
I'm not discrediting anything. The only thing I discredit is something that you say is wrong. I'm not discrediting you.
I discredit something that you say is
everything I said. Everything is
wrong.
Every single thing I say, you discredit, Lou. Every single thing until you look it up, and then after you look it up, you still don't even want to. You just sit in the corner. You still don't even want to just acknowledge it.
Listen, I ain't matter of fact, let me not even say I discredit, because I didn't discredit you. I actually said I agree with you. I actually said I agreed with you.
You know how after I don't thoroughly debated what I had to debate with you. That's why. It's not like if I say something, you automatically disagree.
I gotta do my fact checks too.
I gotta, yeah. So how are you gonna tell me that? I don't thoroughly debate everything you say.
If you cheat
I
in
don't
China,
fact check
you
everything.
face jail time. If you cheat in China,
I'm telling you, but they're not getting jail time, Lou. I'm telling you, that's not happening. Because I just saw an article that happened just this July, and they saying it's rampant.
They said what?
All right, it's rampant. It's embroiled.
Why? Because they want to cheat.
Yes. Because they want to get high. They want the high scores. Yo, Lou, man, you bugged out, bro. I don't know about you, man. You bugged out, bro. You bugged out. I just told you the truth, man. I done looked it up, and you still discrediting the information.
Nah, man, I'm not. I'm just saying, exam scandals hit recruitment of students from China. You said this was July. University World, that's where you read it from, or BBC? Which one you read it from? Because I'm on Google now.
Look it up. Look it up, Lou. Look it up, Lou. Look it up, Lou.
Which one you was on?
Look up Chinese cheating. Look it up. Chinese cheating. Just look it up. And you look how many articles that will come up.
Oh, that's what you was on University World News. It says China has become embroiled in a fresh cheating scandal involving international exams used for admissions to universities overseas after a large number of test takers reported having their scores in the United States advanced placement exam canceled because of alleged misconduct. You know what I'm saying? Affected candidates are from different parts of China, including Beijing, all them other joints. Although exact number of students affected has not been revealed, study abroad experts note the issues have potentially disrupted years recruitment from China by U.S. universities. More than 2,000 posts, cancellations, AP scores made over the course of 1 week on the Little Red Book. All right. States Okay, that's a scandal that's going on.
Almost
You know what I'm
half of
saying?
Chinese international students who are dismissed by their universities in the U.S. are asked to leave due to academic dishonesty. Half of the Chinese kids in school, almost half of them.
They cheating off of Chinese people.
Come on, Lou. They cheated. Lou. Stop making excuses, man. They cheating. Cheating is cheating.
Yo, if you could go to jail for cheating on your test in America, it would be the same shit, bro. Niggas in America is doing it too.
So, but stop saying that they are the smartest kids. How they the smartest kids and they're cheating?
They not the smartest kids.
All right then. If anything, I would say those Nigerian students, because they're not cheating. They're not known for cheating
too.
Not in the rate as these kids. Lou,
How do you know
they
the
just
rate?
said, Lou, I'm just looking at another statistic that says almost half of the kids in America, almost half of these motherfuckers.
Half of what?
Chinese international students.
Half of them? Half of what? What's half of what? 100? Half of 200?
47.9% of all the Chinese students, 47.9% of all the Chinese students was dismissed for dishonesty, academic dishonesty.
So what was the 100%? How many students were there? Was it 100 students? Because if it was 49%, then that's 49 students.
No, regardless, it says half. It says 47.9%.
Of what?
All right. They said 11,096 students.
Okay, so damn near half of that. Let's say 6,000 students. Well, you said 49%, so it's 11,000. Just say 55. Say 5,400. 5,000 students. You know what I'm saying? They had to let go. China's population is bigger than America's, brother. So to say that they cheat more at a higher rate than America, Russia, Africa, any other country will be disingenuous because we don't have the stats of everybody that's cheating in the countries.
Lou, all you got to do is do the research, Lou. The research is there.
I am doing it, and now you said that's based off of 11,000 Chinese students. It's not based off of the whole Chinese population.
Lou, that is a bad statistic. That is a bad statistic. All right. All right.
It's kind of
another place called. It's another one called Campus Reform. Chinese cheating rampant in U.S. college applications and classrooms.
Need some more salt, man.
Nah, you just not. Yo, Lou, you bugging, Lou. It's fucking there. I don't need any more salt. I'm giving you the proof. You just not accepting it. You're not accepting it, Lou. I can't make you accept something. I can take you to the water. I can't make you drink it, bro.
Yo, but I'm saying, no, man, we don't know the percentage or the rate.
I just told you. They said half. Half of these kids, Lou. That's a fucking enough to know. Half.
Half of 11,000 people.
Come on, Lou. That's a lot, Lou. All right? That is a lot, Lou. These kids, they doing fake transcripts and essays, falsifying letters of recommendation and test scores. They paying consultants, paying and getting fake IDs. They doing it all.
So that's more than America? 11,000, half of 11,000 people cheating on tests. That's more than the people that cheat in America?
Yes, Lou. More than American kids, Lou.
Oh man, 5,000 students.
Lou, it's not. It's more. It's half. They saying half. I didn't even read the whole thing. I just said that. I seen that number. All right, I'm
11.
just
So
telling
it
you what it
wasn't.
said.
It's
It was
more than
more than that.
11,000 students.
Yeah,
It's more.
it's just yo, Lou. Do the research, man. Stop asking me questions and look it up.
Well,
I'm not
listen.
asking no
Let's
more
go by
questions.
this.
Look it up.
Let's go by this. According to multiple studies, a significant portion of American students admit to cheating on tests, with statistics showing that over 50% of high school students and a large percentage of college students report engaging in some form of test cheating at some point in their academic careers. This indicates that cheating on tests is a prevalent issue in the United States. So this is also at 50%.
Lou. They didn't give you no demographics. I'm giving you a
American students.
demographic. I'm giving you a
American students.
demographics. Chinese is American students.
In America,
Inside,
it's American
all right. Here
students.
go another one, Lou. All right, a Chinese cheating ring in
America is a
UCLA
melting pot.
reveals an industry devoted to helping international students scam grades. All right, this was in 2019. All right, UCLA students. All right. At least
Yeah.
they said at least 40 Chinese nationals attained student visas by fraudulently taking some type of test. All right,
40 people.
they saying 40 Chinese nationals that went to UCLA in 2019. All right, that's hot. These are big numbers, Lou.
So you don't think that the numbers were higher on the other side of the mixed kids? Or the mixed race? Black, white, Spanish? Than 40
Lou,
people?
no. It's the
Can you show
Chinese
me
kids
that?
are doing more cheating than yo. Listen,
So
Lou,
they were
you
the only
just
ones
bugged out.
cheating in the school? They were the only one cheating in the university?
Not
No, they
saying that, Lou,
weren't.
but they're getting caught. Those are the ones getting caught at the higher rates, Lou.
I guess they getting targeted as well.
I know, Lou. There's some excuse, Lou. Some excuse. You're making excuses for a race that's not even don't even care about you.
Look, studies like those by the Joseph Institute of Ethics show that around 59% of high school students admit to cheating on tests in a given year. That's more than 50%. This in America, bro. We talking
They
about
cheat more than
America.
high than any group of kids, Lou. They cheat more than any group of kids in America.
Yo, man, yeah, and this is academics integrity. This work demonstrated that 64% of students admit to cheating on a test. 58% admitted to plagiarism, and 95% said they participated in copying homework. But I ain't say I said they were smart, but they are smart. Just like you have smart Americans people, and you have smart African people. You know what I'm saying? You have cheaters on all sides though, brother. You know what I'm saying? You have cheaters on all sides. Chinese people are very intelligent, man. They go to the ones that's not cheating, they still go to school 7 days a week, man. All day. Like all year, right? They go to school all year. So you have some that's not cheating. And you have some Americans not cheating that's going to school as well. You know what I'm saying?
I
Going to
just told you
school
who's
as
doing
well,
most
doing
of the
their
cheating,
thing.
Lou.
They could be doing the most of the cheating, man, but I still haven't seen any statistics saying they're doing most of the cheating. You're showing me the statistics of the cheating they're doing. but you're not showing me the statistics of doing more. You know what I'm saying? It's cool though, brother. It's cool, man. I'm for my black people. I'm for America, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm also for truth. Facts.
That is the truth. That is facts. They doing more cheating. They cheating to get here. They cheating to get in the Lou. We can't even cheat like that. All right? We can't falsify no records like that. Come on. You're not you giving them cause we get caught faster, Lou.
What you mean?
Lou, we cannot falsify no goddamn no papers like that.
What papers?
Lou, we cannot falsify no kind of records to go to another country. We can't. It just doesn't happen. All right, we can't do
that. We might not can't personally, but it's people in America that could. Believe that shit.
It ain't blacks.
What you mean they ain't blacks? We don't know that.
Oh my God, Lou! I just told you the information. I just told you the Indians and the Chinese are the highest cheaters in the world.
The government is powerful.
What that got to do with what I'm talking about, Lou?
Niggas get secret identities and all that, man. Get off the grid and go and falsify documents and go live in other countries, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just that they want to get out of their country and come here to seek asylum or whatever. Or whatever their agenda is. You know what I mean? Does that mean they cheating because they want to seek asylum?
Where, in China?
Because they want to
get in China.
They want to get out of China and come to America.
It's not China. There's no. See, China is China's not a country that needs people to leave because of asylum. All right. That's asylum. You can't.
Why not
come from China? Because I mean, unless you working for the government or somebody, and average person can't claim asylum coming from China.
Asylum seekers coming from China. Coming from China. Okay. More Chinese people are seeking, this from CNN, more Chinese people are seeking asylum in the United States. And the number of asylum seekers is growing quickly. All right? So these Chinese people come from China now. In 2023, more than 24,000 Chinese migrants crossed the U.S. southern border illegally. So they illegally get out.
Look, is that motherfucking Gwyneth Paltrow seeking asylum? What is asylum, Lou? Why would you need to seek asylum, Lou?
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you if you're in a country that you don't want to be in?
Lou. Asylum is because their life is being threatened by the government.
Asylum is a form of protection that allows people to stay in a country other than their own when they fear persecution or harm in their home country. That's what asylum is.
By who? I just told you, by the government.
I guess. Then why would you?
All right, Chinese government is not killing their people.
What you mean?
There's no story on the news talking about the Chinese people being killed by the government.
Yo, they send you to jail for 7 years for cheating.
They have the right. That's their laws, Lou. That's their laws. All right, they have their own laws.
In America.
So what? That's their own country. They have the right to write their own laws. We ain't their moral. We ain't their moral compass. They can make their own laws.
That's why the Chinese people are seeking asylum and want to come here.
Lou, but that's not a reason.
With their laws. What you mean? That's
Lou,
not a reason.
that's
That's
not a
their
good reason,
reason.
Lou. Their life is not on the line. If they committed a crime, Lou, they're running from committing a crime. They are criminals. You telling me a criminal is all right to come here because he don't want to be prosecuted?
They don't want to
That
be in
makes
their
no
country
sense.
for a reason. They don't want to be in
Lou,
their
you
country
can't
for a reason.
because if they committed a crime, Lou, they have to be prosecuted, and that's by their laws. Their laws is their laws. We have no right to moral gauge on their laws, just like they don't have no right to moral gauge on ours. Whatever they want to charge us for crime is what you gotta obey it. It's
Okay,
not my
Chinese
fault.
people. Listen, in China, the people are increasingly seeking asylum. This is what is this? This is Wilson Center. Chinese people are increasingly seeking asylum due to a combination of factors, including growing political repression under the Chinese government, concerns about human rights abuse, economic instability, particularly worsened by pandemic restrictions, and desire for greater personal freedom, often leading them to seek better opportunities abroad, particularly in the United States, where they can express their views more openly. So it's not just about, you know, being
Did
harmed.
you just read what you said? It's the
Yeah,
government, bro. All right
it
then.
is the government, but they don't agree with
So
the government rules.
so now listen to
Let's
me.
see some of
Listen
the
to me.
Chinese
Lou,
government
Lou,
rules.
that's just not criteria enough. That's not enough criteria to be accepted as an asylum seeker. Just because you disagree with the government. All right? The government got to be on your ass. They want to kill you. All right? That's asylum. And you left the country to escape death. And
I'm gonna
now,
tell you right now.
if America don't agree with what they want to kill you for, then they'll keep you here. But they can send your ass back because we have extradition treaties. That's the only reason why Tupac's aunt is in Cuba because she was leaving from being persecuted from death.
Hmm.
All right, these people is not running from death. They just running just to get out of the country because they don't like it no more.
Listen, man. In China, bro, they send you to jail for practicing other religions. These people want to get out of here, man. Because China disregard for human rights. I'm gonna read some of the human rights
Yo,
they
look, they got
disregard.
more human rights than us black people, I guess, because I don't care about what they're going through. I just care about what black people go through, man. I really don't care. You understand what I'm saying? What they rights and what they fighting ain't helping no fight of ours.
I feel you, man. I just, I definitely care about what my black people got going on. You know, Chinese people. As me being a human and a person of humanity, if you're going through something and you don't like where you at, come here legally,
They
not
they
illegal.
using asylum as an excuse, man. Everybody that claims asylum are not being prosecuted by the government. They're not. They not. They just don't want to be where they at, Lou. That's called fleeing.
Yeah, they consider them a refugee.
Refugee is different now. Now you see. Now you see the wordplay, listeners. A refugee. That's exactly what they are.
Yeah, refugees seek asylum, not just any normal person.
But a
But that's what asylum
refugee,
is.
they
Asylum
not
is
a refugee
protected
doesn't
granted.
necessarily mean that they're running. It could be a war could create refugees. You understand what I'm
Listen, the
saying?
protection
Uh,
a
um,
refu- as a political refugee.
earthquake create refugees. You understand what I'm saying?
You're talking about
It's
political
not just the
refugees.
government. It's not just a political thing that create refugees. That's not a political. Uh, um, asylum is a political thing. They saying that the government is going to kill them.
That's what I just said.
All right, then. So a lot of these people don't apply for. They don't meet the criteria for asylum.
The protection granted by a nation is someone who has left their native country as a political refugee. Everybody is not a political refugee, is what you're saying.
No, I say not.
I agree. That's a cover up, just so you could get into the country. But that's under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris administration.
And I just explained to you why that was going on. I told you why that was going on.
A refugee, a political refugee, is someone who flees their country of origin due to persecution or conflict and seeks safety in another country.
Right.
Yep.
Conflict. Lou. Conflict doesn't mean political. It doesn't mean the government. It could be a earthquake, or they could be in a war. You understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And they trying to leave because they're gonna die like the Gazians. They had to go from place to place because of war. All right, they are in a situation where they needed to be refugees and get asylum. All right, because where they are, they cannot stay. All right, but you think they let them over? No, they wanted to kill all them motherfuckers. All right, the same thing they did with the Haitians.
Well, what
The
about
Haitians
China,
went through
man? China is about to go
China
to
is
war.
not in war. China's not in war. China's not in no immediate war. Taiwan is a separate country. All right, Taiwan is a whole separate country.
Taiwan and China going at it.
Yo, Lou, that's like Mike Tyson fighting a little ass fucking 10-year-old. All right, Taiwan ain't got no motherfucking winning that shit.
China, got people back too in wars. So, people want to get out of there. That's it.
Listen, China,
So,
that war with Taiwan does not threaten China. Trust me. Taiwan doesn't have an army big enough to fight China.
Are you cool for people coming in the country legally?
Yeah, that's what we just talked. That's what we just talking about. We were just talking about people coming through that qualifies for asylum. And you tell them just because you don't want to be there, you saying these people qualify for asylum. That's not what asylum is. Asylum, you can't get asylum just because you don't want to be somewhere. Just because you saying that the economy is rough. The economy is rough here. We can't leave and go nowhere else just because the economy is rough.
I mean, you can go, but you just gotta have a
passport, Lou. You gotta have your passport, and you gotta go through the immigration status. You go there with no passport, no immigration status, and they're gonna look at you and be like, "Yo, how long you coming to stay here? How long you visiting?" Because after your time up, you gotta go, right? And if you don't go, what do you think is gonna happen to you, Lou? And if they catch you in the country, if you in another country and you get caught illegally, what do you think happens to you?
What's gonna happen? You're gonna go to jail, right?
All right then. So why are you making it seem like there's some fucking big deal when it happens here? It happens. You go to any other country in this world, the same law applies. If you go there, they look at your passport, how long you staying.
Yeah, they're gonna deport you though.
But look, you still will go to jail and you still will get deported. That's the whole point. If you don't belong there, they don't want you there. They don't give a damn if you have problems in America. You see what that whistleblower had to go through to get his salary. He had to live in a goddamn in an embassy, bro. And they wound up kicking his ass out.
You could get it. I mean, you could get asylum in other countries though if you go illegally. It just depends if you need asylum.
It depends on the political, what the political case is. Because if you look at the whistleblower from the NSA, the guy that talked about all the privacy, he went to Russia. Russia don't like America. All right, Russia will gladly take him.
Oh,
but that guy, look at that guy that gave out that he one that printed the information out. He printed the information in his newspapers and on his internet site. He had to live in a fucking embassy. He couldn't even leave. He was in Ecuador. He couldn't leave, man. He couldn't leave the embassy. They were going to kill him.
Damn. It's crazy, man.
All right. And then look what happened to that guy. He was from Saudi Arabia. He goes in the embassy and get killed in the embassy. He goes in, never comes out.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit. What happened with that situation?
He reported.
They say he went in and never came out, huh?
He reported against the Saudi government. He had talked against the Saudi government, man. And the same government that ran all them people out of Israel, out of Gaza, running them around, the same people that created the software. Well, the company within that country created the software that hacked the man's phone where they was able to find him. That's how they knew where he was at. That's how they knew where he was going before he got there.
They say he went in and never came out.
Well,
it's crazy.
Tell you, this government are not cool, Lou. And
I don't think any government is cool.
An asylum, Lou. This asylum thing that they saying that the immigrants trying to get, you know, they don't inquire. They just don't. You know, they don't qualify for it, and especially they're not. Look, what these people done went through South America, Central America. They went through Mexico. They went through all these different countries.
They wanted to get out of there, man.
You didn't want to get out of it. You passed 3 different countries.
America, man, is the land of honey, man.
That's that bullshit, man. That's so. Look, that means you wasn't running from nobody, because once you was free once you got to another country.
They wanted to come to America.
You're not getting the point, Lou. Lou, you was wanting to get away. Your life was on the line. That's
Nah,
why
they
you
just
saying
want
you
to come
needed
to America.
asylum. But I'm
They just
trying to
want to
tell
come to
you, Lou,
America.
and you got to see this for what it is. You just passed another country because you said because your life was on the line. Your life
But
wasn't on
America's
the
the,
line in
America's
Mexico.
seeking it.
Your life
America's the
wasn't in
ones that's
line
accepting asylum
in
seekers.
Brazil. Their life wasn't in line. Wasn't on the line in Brazil. It wasn't on the line in Ecuador. It wasn't on when they passed Guatemala and when it passed Honduras. Their life was not on the line in those countries. It wasn't in line.
Them
Their life
countries
wasn't
ain't
in line in
accepting.
Mexico.
Them countries ain't accepting asylum seekers.
Yes, they do. That's not true. Mexico do so accept asylum seekers.
Shit, I guess they ain't want to stay
People
there
don't want
because
to stop.
they seen the people there leaving going to USA. They said we ain't staying here either. All them countries you name, motherfuckers was coming out of them bitches, coming to USA. They left there too.
Yeah, but Lou, if I was trying to get out of America, right? Listen, we running from the cops, Lou. We trying to get to Mexico. All right, we get to Mexico, we can breathe a little bit.
But where's the goal to? The goal is just to get out of USA.
Yeah, so you won't face prosecution.
All right, so when you go to Mexico, you just gonna stay in Mexico?
You can stay there for a little while until you get to get to a country that that won't expedite you.
So what's the difference with them staying there a little while? They probably stayed there for like a month and said, "All right, let's go here.
No, they
Let's go to
didn't. No,
America."
they did not. They did not. They passed through them countries, bro.
Now you
All right,
know
they
what niggas
passed through
is
them.
doing.
They told you. They take Lou. Listen, man, Lou. Do you watch
Yo, but I'm saying,
these
if you seeking
documentaries about?
asylum, right?
If
You
you
see,
watch these
why would you stay in
documentaries and
the
how they cross the country, did you ever see them
shop?
how they cross through
Why
Mexico
would you
and
stay in a
then
country? Why would you stay in
they
a
had
country though that you see people leaving there too?
because
I can't hear you. Your volume not on. Your mic not on. Nah, I don't hear you. Shit, it's all good, man. I can't even hear you, man. Shit, it's all good, man. We could I hear you now.
hello,
Yeah, I hear you.
you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you now. You hear me?
It's low. I hear you low. My headphones been dead.
You can hear me though, right?
I hear you low.
All right. Nah,
Man, I'm
I was
getting
just
tired,
saying,
Lou. I'm
man.
about to go lay it
Yeah,
down, man.
that's what I was just saying. I'm tired, man. I gotta go to work in the morning too, man. Shit, that was a good talk though, man. We do it again. You muted, man. You muted.
I said you must have
You
muted
back.
me.
Nah, I ain't mute you.
I didn't touch the screen. I don't know how I muted. I didn't touch it.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, nah. I said it was a good talk, man. We do it again.
Nah, man.
I'm out.
I don't know, Lou. I don't like this arguing, man. You ain't
Nobody
gonna want to argue
arguing.
with
You
me
want to
the
argue.
next time, man. I'm telling you this truthfully.
You just want a nigga to
Because
agree with you every time, man. Come on, man.
Lou,
I agree on some things, but it's like, yo, I
if
gotta play the advocate
if I
too.
don't give you a point, why it's so hard for you to just understand when I don't give you the truth? I don't told you the truth. I don't showed you the truth. You done looked it up and you done found it for your own self. I mean,
But you
why
still
is that
didn't
so
give me
hard
the statistics
to agree with
of
someone that's telling
how
you the truth?
one part cheats more than the other part.
What are you talking about?
I'm
What are
talking
you
about the
saying?
statistics on Chinese people cheating more than American people or any other people from any other countries.
It's the truth.
There was no,
I didn't
there was
make
no
that up.
statistic. There's no
Yes,
statistics saying that. It's
Lou.
statistics saying
It's Lou.
on how much they cheat.
Lou. All right, there is no statistics. All right, nobody wants to put down the statistics on what demographic cheats more. All right, there is none.
That's what I
But
asked.
it's
You
the
couldn't
fact that they're
provide that.
doing it, Lou.
So
It's
we
the
can't
fact that
say
they're
they
doing
doing
it.
it more
Lou, it's
than.
the fact that they're doing it, bro. They're doing it. All right, and you just overlooking that shit. You acting like, oh, they're not the only one to do it. They are doing it. They are doing
Everybody
it.
does it.
They are doing it, and they do it in a higher rate. They're doing it in their country.
See?
All right, they're doing it, and you just overlooking that, and you just
You
saying
know
that
why it gets so much
they just
highlighted
so
and
smarter than us.
recognition? Because
They
their country
cheat.
is against it. That's why it gets so much highlighted, and it seems like they're doing it more than other countries because their country is against it. But there's no
Lou, their
statistics
country
saying
is
they does
promoting it.
it
Lou,
more than
that's a
other
lie,
countries.
Lou. That's a lie. Lou, the teachers
You
are
go to
being
jail
bought.
for cheating, man.
The
And you go to
teachers are
jail
being bought
7
off, Lou.
years getting caught for
Lou, the
cheating
teachers
on
are
your
being
test.
bought off. And you're not listening. We need to do the research on that, man. Do more research on that and talk about
Are
it with me
teachers
tomorrow.
not being bought off in America?
Not high rate is over there.
Man, listen. Now it's not a high rate over there. Where's the statistics
Lou.
on that?
Lou. That's not happening like it's
Where's the
happening over there.
statistics on that?
Lou, it's not happening the way it's happening over there, man. And you just not
It
acknowledging that.
might not be, but where's the statistics?
I just showed you the statistics. I just showed you that they just told you half of the fucking students that came from China, from international studies, they came here, they all cheated. Half of them cheated.
5,000 students. Half of 11,000. 5,500 students.
Lou, that is a high number. If 11,000 students in 1 year, if 11,000 students come here in 1 year and half of them cheated, that is fucked up. I don't know why you don't see that part.
How is that more than American kids?
I give up, Lou. I give up, man. I give up, Lou. I'm not doing this no more. Yo, I'll talk to you tomorrow, man.
All right, man. Peace, man.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, y'all. Chop it up with y'all tomorrow, man.